Mic test, mic test. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Buddy Bison stream. So I hope everyone is having a nice day on this fine Saturday. I apologize for not being able to start the stream when I wanted to, but if you saw on Twitter, I posted that basically had to push it back because took my dad out for dinner for his birthday. So couldn't really avoid that, nor did I want to, because he's my dad. So I should do that. As a good son, I should do that. Even if it means pushing back some of the other stuff. But because I knew that I could stream on Sunday if need be, I wasn't too concerned about it. We are now basically where we need to be. So, so you'll see. It's actually quite interesting. So I posted on Twitter yesterday after the stream that essentially what I did was I went back to this save point and went and got the book. I went and got the book that that I missed and played through everything and did everything that I needed to, including like the side quests and all the BP stuff, to get back to the main story. So you can actually see here, I basically replaced the save file that I ended the stream on, but you can see the playtime goes from 36 hours to 35. And me turbo moding and also auto skipping through like dialogue holding the circle button really really expedited the process, because basically you can see where is it? Trying to find. So this is, I believe, where we started yesterday with 1852. Got all the way up to like essentially 2045, maybe 21. It only took me about 30 minutes to do it all. So it took me about 2.5 hours. And then I did everything in that 2.5 hours in like 30 minutes. Because I didn't have to stop, do any voices, talk, or anything else. Which, you know, it really goes to show you that when you're focused on nothing but completing things, not talking, not doing anything else, that things work out a lot better. Or, not necessarily better, but a lot faster. I did have to use a lot more healing items, and I had to make some healing items, even, to make sure that I could get through some of the fights, because I was playing it, like, fast and loose a lot. Like, I made several azalea things to res people. Azalea roses. Because people, I was just running into fights being like, I just need to get people in. I used plenty of the rainbow jelly beans to give people CP so they could just like S-craft right out the gate. But we got the book. So hopefully from now on I'm not going to miss any of them. And that will help me quite a bit. So let's go into the Russell home and get what we need. Now where is that thing? It's gotta be here somewhere. Maybe in a corner of the lab or the second floor archives? Those are where Grandpa usually tosses stuff from his old inventions. Eccentric old coot. But whatever. Let's just find the damn thing. Okay, let's check the second floor archives. Okay, nothing here. Meow. Oh, probably second floor in his. Ah, found it. There we go. Found it! That's the ornament that was in our experiment, alright. So, can we use it? I think so. If everything performs to specs, then it'll keep a biosensor from working right. Found detector jammer. Alright, back to the guild then. Kilka's probably finished collecting intel on Fort Leyston by now. Boom. What's in here? Oh yeah. Okay. Time to go invade a fort. A military installation is nothing on us. But I will actually come over here and... Hey, how's it going? Got any y'all's pictures? I wonder if I should go ahead to the next location. I should call my editor. Rest. Rest. So I think the... I think it's 40 Mira per person. I think, because I'm pretty sure when you only have a party of 3, it's 120. And one other book that I bought was the Liberal News issue 7. Made sure I bought that before I came back. So yeah, just all these things. And I'm thinking at the end, or after we get all of the Carnelia chapters. I think after I get out of the Carnelia chapters, I'll actually just read them on stream. Like, just read them. A dramatic retelling of the Carnelia's first orbially powered clock, made in the year 1162 of the Septian calendar by Zacian manufacturers. That's neat. Okay, so that is Drifter Roadway. Okay, so we need to head back to the guild. There we go. We're back, Kilika, and we have the device. I have also finished my preparations. Now, what I am about to show you is not to be spoken of to anyone else. There's some fortress map. Okay, armory, research wing, command center. Well, would you look at that? Main gate, landing port, wharf, watchtower, courtyard, barracks. That's it. These are schematics for Liston Fortress. Wow, it sure is big. And Grandpa's in there somewhere. Isn't the layout of the fort a military secret? How'd the guild get its hands on it? The guild has ways of obtaining information. It is best that you not know. The Bracer Guild is a much more complex organization than it may appear, and you would do well to remember that. Okay. Shut up before I have to break your teeth. I don't think I need to remind you that this is an exceptionally unique case. Relations between the army and the guild have traditionally been excellent and liberal, even relative to other surrounding nations. It is absolutely crucial that we not cause any ill will. The guild can ill afford hostilities with the army. Do I make myself clear, Agate? Yeah, I guess. But if I see the men in black clothes, they're going to have a hot day with the business end of my sword. Soldiers or not, I've been looking for them so long now, I don't think they'd be offended if I didn't kick their asses. Do what you must. I just ask that you take no lives. Estelle and Joshua. Legally, I should not entrust a task like this to junior bracers. Whoa, wait a second. I don't like what you're driving at. We're already a part of this. Please allow us to see it through to the end. I thought you might say that, and I don't intend to stand in your way. But it must be said that you answered to Zeiss. As such, if worst comes to worst, I will accept full responsibility for your actions. You needn't worry. Kilika? I'm sorry. We've caused so much trouble for you. Now then, Tita. Since you're not a bracer, I have no authority over you. But are you truly set in your course? Yes, ma'am, I am. What? What's this all about? You don't mean... I'm the only one who knows how to operate the device, so I'm going with you. What? Well, it is a very complicated ornament. I'm sorry. I don't want to cause any trouble, but I have to go too. You gotta be shitting me. Listen, Pipsqueak, I ain't hearing this crap. What the hell are we supposed to do with a kid on a mission this dangerous, huh? But you need me to operate the device. Then forget that idea. We'll find another way to sneak in. Alright, enough. Lighten up. Why are you so damn stubborn? You want to run that by me again? Tita's ready, and she said she wants to help. And her help will make it easier for us to sneak in. All that improves our chances of getting the professor out safely. I want to know why you're so against it now of all times. You little... Have you even thought about her being a civilian? And a kid besides? And you're okay with putting her in danger? I don't like it any more than you do, but we'll keep her safe. We're bracers. That's our job. Sure talk a big game for a rookie. And what does experience have to do with this? Bracers aren't the only ones who feel that some people are worth protecting. Isn't supporting that idea what we're supposed to be all about? Estelle? Joshua? Agate? I'm sorry that I make you so mad, but my grandpa is everything to me. All I want is for him to be okay, so I'm going to do everything I can to make sure he is. Besides, you helped me when I needed it, so let me do the same for Estelle and Joshua. And for you. I swear that'll be good, and I'll follow orders. Please, I'm begging you. Oh, sweetie. I didn't realize you put so much thought into this. I don't buy it. If you really want to help us that badly without getting in our way, then follow orders and stay here. You got it? But we really don't have any other way to get in there. I'd rather not do this. Truth be told, I can think of a few thousand things I'd rather do, but I'll let it slide this once. Thank you, Agate. You got no reason to thank me. You fall behind, you get left behind. Just so you know. Alright.
I swear, one of these days, by the goddess, you're a jerk. Why can't you just be nice and appreciate what she's saying? Settle down, Estelle. He's just the type who speaks, colorfully when he's embarrassed. It's a defense mechanism. Both of you, shut it! This colorful cast, I love it. Let's dab on this colorful cast. Now I trust that the matter has been settled. The Leibniz will soon be ready to set off. When you are ready, please proceed to the airfield. Will do! There, Kilka. Take care of talking with the army for us. I have appropriate responses lined up, should they decide to question us. Idios keep you. Please be careful. Okay, so let's come over here and save. I can actually show you the saves I made to get the book. You can actually see how fast I went through things. So entered Carnelia Tower at 3, got to Limestone Cave at 14, got back to the Bracer Guild from the Limestone Cave at 21. At 23, defeated the monster. At 25, reported one of the quests. At 29, was leaving Sanctum Gate with the final, quest book. I was moving pretty damn quickly through everything. Okay, but let's check here. So Factory 1, got all of these, so that's good. Let's go over here, and then, okay, so after reaching Carnelia Tower, all these did that at there, choose being set up. Okay. So the next bonus BP is me infiltrating in and out without getting caught. So I'm gonna have to try and be careful about that. But I actually want to check one thing real quick. I'm checking the achievements right now. So, complete all requests from the Bracer Guild. So I'm at 63 out of 81. And I have 260. So 63 of 81. Okay, back to here. 63 of 81. So this would get me to 66. Is there a... There's no way I missed a quest. Did I just not return it? Or did I not report it? Only that jobs completed 63. I feel like I'm being lied to somehow. Because that was one. Did that one. Quest hidden. Did that one. Side hidden. Did that. Yeah. So by all rights, I should have done everything. New tower, no things there. Little news, Hellfire. SPP. Okay. I should be good to go. Nothing to report today. Any contact? Maybe there's one over here. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, I do want to check. So, is the jellyfish something I can... Yeah, rainbow jelly beans. Firefly fungus and clear gelatin. So I can't really make all of those. Oh, Booblaze Plus. Restores CP, but it uses clear gelatin as well. Get some tender poultry. I'll make 5 of these because I just want some healing items in case I need them to go. Make 3 of those, and yeah, I'll make some. Especially eggnog is a good KO item. Okay, so let's go up. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Shop by. Some people are too busy talking to even look at my flowers. I was expecting it's quite an ordeal. Oh shit, I can just buy certain things from. Cool. But let's go to this ice landing port. Hey, wow, you guys look busy. In order to get our factory ship in the air, it's a madhouse. It's a madhouse. Not the anime studio. Okay, so let's go over here. I'll actually just save it. I'm waiting for you. Is everybody ready? Yeah, we can go anytime. Is the Leibniz ready too? Yeah, you were lucky that last minute military order came through like that. We were just about to head out to Laston Fortress. We can take off anytime. Anytime? Won't be hard to leave without, you know, the ship? Estelle, look down. Oh. Do we have to, jump? No, we don't. What? What the? What's happening to the flight deck? What, didn't you know? This place has got enough secrets built into it to blow your mind. To be honest, Agate... Yes, the secret is it can move down and up. I don't know how much more mind I have left to blow. Probably have more left than I do, Estelle. And all of this, it's all... I know, it's all Professor Russell's handiwork, right? Tita, your grandfather is something else. I couldn't agree more. It's Roy and Guz. Sir! Howdy, Tita. I heard everything Murdoch. It's hard to believe what happened to the professor. It's up to us to help him out of it. Thank you. Yeah, we owe you. Not at all. I'm the one who owes Professor Russell. Okie dokie, we're ready. Are we ready to lift off? Yeah, as far as I know. Alright, let's load up. We're off to Laston Fortress. Please, bring Professor Russell back home safely. And take care of Tita. Sir, no sweat. Let's go then. I'll be counting on you, bracers. Hey, wait! Oh, head rush. Dorothy? Oh, Chief, we're still in crew aboard that last ship. That's right. How did you know? The guild tipped me. And there's big trouble brewing if what my editor told me rings true. Wanted to let them know before they left. What kind of trouble? I shudder to think how much worse the situation can get. Well, this is totally off the record. There seems some members of the Royal Guardsmen in Grancell were just arrested for treason. What? Treason? This is the container where you'll be all behind. Hope all of you are real close friends. It's going to be a tight squeeze for 4 people. Really? It looks big enough. It's only half as big inside as it looks. Gotta have cargo in there for camouflage's sake. Think of yourselves like the filling for a donut. That's not encouraging. You'll be fine. It's all a matter of how you approach the situation. You'll get the job done. Might wouldn't want to take a vacation in there. Oh, right. Say, man, you got any orbit facilities here or anything? I'm a little off kilter, so I want to change things up. You have an onboard factory of sorts. You're welcome to make use of it. I'll go too. My orbit could use a little tune-up after all it's been through. This way, Agate. Alright. Maeston Fortress is a 30-minute flight from here. Won't be too comfortable in that container, so you ought to get some rest while you can. Sure thing. Thank you. Something wrong? Flight last approach should take about 30 minutes. Okay. Hello. Professor Russell abducted by the Royal Army. This changes so many things. They notice the container is fake. I'll ruin the rescue and expose our troops. I've got to concentrate. Yeah, Faye, you're awesome. Boom, 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 boom. Now he's gone. Factory chief not telling us sooner didn't help either. Show a little trust. Okay. Dude, yeah, look at this lounge. Dude, it's a lounge party. Oh, God. Antoine. You got Redmond, we're being swept north-northeast. You son of a... Hurry up and get us back on course. Every minute you play around is putting Professor Russell in greater danger. Just shut it, old-timer. Can't concentrate with you barking in my ear like that. Like I couldn't tell you were caught in the wind. It's you that's causing me to lose my focus, old man. Hey, Redmond, do something about our heading. The wind from Lake Valeria is pushing the stern. God damn it, old man. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson? Very well, then. Let's see your combat orbit. I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. This isn't... Wow. You just light all up around some new gadget. Very well, then. Let's see your... Okay, just go. Okay, boom. Okay, there we go. Talk to everyone and then go F under the deck. Wow, look how high up we are. It's been a really long time since I was on an airship. No kidding. We didn't exactly have time to go sightseeing on the Sky Bandit ship. Not that this even really compares. We're in an exponentially more dangerous situation now than we were at that point. Need to stay alert. There's no telling what might happen. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm still having a hard time wrapping my head around the idea of something like this happening in Liberal, though. It feels like the start of something really big. My thoughts exactly. The Sky Bandits and those men in black that were manipulating the mayor of Rouen behind the scenes. We can learn more about them. We might be able to get a solid lead. Not to mention, my dad disappeared like that. Yeah. Well, while we're saving the professor, we can look around for clues. Oof, okay, this ought to do it. The metal part of the slot connectors got loose. No one ever tell you you're a busybody. I could mod it, if I wanted mods that simple, I could do them myself. But hey, thanks. You're welcome. Oh, by the way, how are you feeling? Hope you don't feel all yucky. Yeah, I'm fine. You really don't have to worry. If you really want to worry about someone, worry about yourself. Now it's time to back out if you still want to. Don't get me wrong. I ain't telling you not to come. It's just... Aren't you scared? Huh? Even though we're doing this for the old man, we're still breaking into a military base. Most kids would piss themselves at the idea of doing something this major. So, how come you're all carefree about it? Well, I'm really scared out of my mind. But I have Joshua and Estelle with me. And you're here too. Not being alone makes it easier, so I don't have to think about how scared I am. Maybe that's a little stupid. A little? Try incredibly. Anyway, worrying is just a waste of time. Sorry. Can I ask you something? Where'd this come from? I was just wondering. Who's Misha? How do you know that name? Oh, you called me that when you were poisoned. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. Nah, it's nothing I'm ashamed of. Misha's my kid sister. Oh wow, you're a big brother? How old is she? Older than me? Well, sort of. I guess she'd be around your age. I guess you haven't seen her in a long time? Work keeps me busy. I only go home about once a year. Oh. Poor Misha. What's that supposed to mean? I just think that if I had a big brother, I'd want to be with him all the time. I bet she feels the same way. Really? Well, you might be right. If I was more reliable, maybe I'd be with her. Huh? We'll be landing at Lacen Fortress soon. All bracers to the cargo hold. Looks like it's time. Oh, here you are. Hi, Estelle. Can you hear the announcement? We'll be arriving soon. Yeah, I'm all done getting ready. Did you get everything you need, sweetie? Yep, you betcha. I even tested the timing. I think I should be able to handle the biosensor, so leave that to me. Well, now, that's encouraging. We're counting on you, Tita. Right. Well, we head down to the cargo hold. Yeah, time for the cargo hold. Boom, it's the cargo hold. Sup, bruh? Boom, boom, boom. Good, you're here. Looks like you've got everything set up. All done with disguising the container. You just open it up, well, you'll see these plates that are used for fixing ship hulls. There's another door on this side, and you can't tell it's there when it's closed. Hey, that's pretty cool. So, fool the biosensor and allow us to sneak in. So, all that's left is for you to pile in. Are you folks ready for this? Of course we are. I was born ready. Okay, then you'll need to get in one at a time. Once you're all inside, I'll close the hidden door. Understood. I'll go first. Man, this is cramped. You don't get it exactly right. Stell, are you okay? I'm fine. There we go. Turn your head this way. Okay. Oh, Joshua, I don't know about holding this pose. We've just gotta deal with it. Otherwise, we'll never get all four of us in here. Right. Yeah, we have to do this. Next up is Tita. Okay, you're in the back. We should all fit if we do it this way. Okay, in I go. Oof, sorry, Estelle. Aw, Tita, you're all warm and snuggly. You even smell kind of sweet. Fresh milk. Hey, don't hug so tight. I kinda can't breathe. It's not that bad, is it? My, what squishable cheeks you have. Estelle, quit playing around. Okay, now I'm getting nervous. You kids, make a little room. Oof. There. Is it too cramped? No, I'm okay. I can hold out. Don't be stubborn. It's too uncomfortable, just say so. Okay. Okay, man. I think we're set. Gotcha. I'll close the door. Closing this motherfucking door! I'll make sure we unload this container ASAP after we land. And there, it's all on you. Just be patient and stay calm. Good luck, kids. Major Sid, I'm here as per your request. Hello, Chief Gustav. I'm sorry to make you come all this way. That said, however, I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting you to get here so soon. The Royal Military is one of my best customers. You folks are always a priority. Not to mention, the order sounded pretty urgent. I already finished maintenance on the patrol ship. Something happened? Oh, nothing significant, just your usual military matters. Ah, yes, I've heard about the attack on the Central Labs. Recently come into possession of a clue which may help us wrap up this matter within as little as a few days. Oh, that's excellent news. Professor Russell is one of my greatest inspirations and benefactors. Hope he hasn't been injured. No, you can relax on that score. Oh? How can you be so sure? Seems that the abductors are demanding a ransom with the professor's safe return. That would suggest that he's unharmed, so I don't think that's a concern. I see. Well, looks like the Royal Armed Forces have this well under control. So, are you planning to do another container check today? I trust you, but regulations must be adhered to. Alright, grunts, get to work. Grunts. I would hate working for a guy who called me a grunt. Roger that, sir. Roger. Nothing here. You here. Next one. This one's clear. I'm picking up an anomaly on the census. Looks like it's alive, whatever it is. What? What is this, maintenance chief? Hey now, I have no idea. You sure your equipment's in working order? Of course it is. It's a central lab-made biosensor. If you say so. Probably just a mouse or some such. Hardly worth making a fuss over, is it? Regulations are regulations. Surround that container, men. That's not surrounding it. Alright, open it up. Antoine! Huh? Woo! Oh, it's just Antoine. Why did you sneak off, huh? Meow! Okay, so what's with the cat? His name's Antoine. Lives at the Central Labs. Guess he sneaked onto the Labness. Certainly gave me quite a shock. False alarm, I guess. Meow? Well, I suppose that one can't blame a cat for being a cat. Hey, you. You like it here, you're welcome to stay for a while. Hey, now, don't try to tempt him. Meow. Meow. Back onto the ship. Think I'm getting the cold shoulder. Too bad. Still, a biosensor is a pretty impressive piece of work. Not for Antoine would have been packed away in storage. Well, it is of Central Lab make. Alright, men. Check the other containers. Yes, sir. Got him! Motherfucker! I appreciate your efforts. We'll bring the containers in tomorrow so you can return to the barracks for now. Pardon me, Major. But how long is the current emergency command structure expected to last? That's right. We're Army, sir. Why do we have to associate with them? It's not that I don't understand what you're getting at. It is not the place of a soldier to question the orders of a superior officer. Besides, you never know who's watching or listening. Discretion is a must at all times. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. I feel guilty. And Natal Guard officer. Major, I have intel to report. Captain Almatea has come and wishes to speak with you, sir. I see. Very well. Suppose I'll have to see what the little vixen has to say. Little vixen? Bold to describe her in such terms. I can't feel my legs anymore. You okay, Tita? Yeah, just a little fuzzy in the head is all. I'm glad we got the equipment to work. Yeah, nice job. It was a tight situation, literally, but you stepped up. Thank you, Agate. Antoine showing up like that really spooked me. Yeah, he was right in the next container over. I thought we'd be discovered for sure. I think the chief put him in there on purpose. That false alarm got the soldiers to relax. Kept a cool head, though. That does sound like something the chief would do. Definitely a man not to mess with. Now, we ought to get moving. Okay, we're somewhere close to the airship port. So, right side. Whoop. We need a plan or else we'll never find the professor. So Estelle, check the map and tell me which way we should go. Huh? Why are you asking me? Well, a test of how observant you are. Time's short, so let's have your answer. Barracks to the southwest, command center in the middle, research wing in the middle, watchtower in the northeast, main gate to the south. So... Not sure. Hey, Necro Dave, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Do you know if this this choice has BP writing on it? Because I don't see anything in the guide. But I think I'm supposed to say command center here, because to me that makes the most sense. That or research wing. Because I would imagine it's like they would probably put the guy in the middle, like middleist area, where it would be the hardest to get to him. Because obviously not the main gate. Watchtower, I would say, is too isolated. Would be difficult to guard. Research wing and command center are kind of centery. I think so. I don't remember exactly though. You know, Leiston Fortress infiltration choice. Okay. Notebook wasn't given there. Power one lies going northwest. We might have a whole lot. First case something dead. Shortly. We just said bonus guide. Okay, so while infiltrating BP or detected each time the guards are alerted. Okay, so I just need to... Okay, so there's no choice. Choice doesn't matter on the BP here, surprisingly. This seems like something that would. But, so I just need to make sure I don't alert the guards. At which point I can just save scum that. So I'm gonna say the command center. There's a decent chance, but I think we've got better shots elsewhere. What's your take, Joshua? I think the research facilities would be our best bet. Damn it. You know, since it's a standalone facility, it's probably the best place to make use of the professor's abilities. Damn it. I think you're right. I think you're right. We don't have much time, so let's go check it out. Agate, do we have an exit strategy? Oh, right. Lake on the other side of the airship port has a wharf. Once we get the old man, we can steal a boat from there. Okay, got it. Alright, let's go check out the research area. You stay close, Tita. Okay. So, first of all, let's come over here. Just do a nice little resty rest. And wish I could... Okay, so I'm here. So right now, I'm oriented with... in a... I guess this way. The mini-map would be facing kind of like this way. Okay, so let's save here. These stairs lead down to the wharf. We can use them. Oh, so this is where the wharf is. Okay. Okay. So... I do want to check is to make sure that there isn't anything I need to find here. Okay. Hey Tay, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Not sure if you saw any of the posts, but I know yesterday I mentioned how I wasn't going to worry about missing that Carnelia book. I actually basically went back and did the entire thing. Yeah, I did all of the... Okay, so luckily I have... would really appreciate... Yeah, so basically I missed, yeah, currently... I missed Carnelia 7. Because I went to the tower, did everything there, and then I couldn't get it from, I think, Pablo or whatever. But I had a save around there, and I was like, I'm not gonna redo everything just to get one book. So I guess I'll go on. And then I ended the stream, and it was bugging me, so I basically did the entire contents of a 2.5-hour stream, or at least like 80% of it, in like 30 minutes. Purely for the sake of getting this book. Okay. But the reason why I'm pretty content right now is because I was smart enough to put haze on Agate. So these dogs don't see me very much. Okay. Good. Oh, I know them. I have very fond memories of collecting Carnelia. So, just looking at the description of how to collect the last Carnelia looks like an annoyance. Like, such an annoyance. So they are here. The airship from the tower. I thought they must be military. They look like nothing like the regular soldiers, though. The probably a special force, here to practice covert ops. It's no wonder that they're so tough. So is my grandpa in there? It's looking more and more likely. If we try to take them on here, we're gonna have a rough time of it. You're right. If we cause a disturbance, we'll get swarmed by the soldiers inside. Isn't there some way we can get inside without getting spotted? This is one where I really love to have a mini-map. I don't know why I emphasize that P in so specifically. Now, why didn't you give me a map of the fortress? And why does me pressing X on the map make it go up? Is there anything over here? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save because I got here safely. Hey, can't we get in from here? No, there are bars over the windows. If we make any noise, this is gonna get even tougher. Need more maps! Yeah. I will say, I've spoken of my gripes with the Cold Steel mini-maps and how I think they're a bit too close in. But at least you had them everywhere. Like, I will say, I do kind of like the distant, like, I think Sky's mini-maps are like, decently spaced out when you have them. I think they're useful. Like, they are decently backed up enough to give you enough information as to where you are to be able to guide yourself. But the fact that you don't have them in dungeons really kind of sucks. Oh, jackpot. Dude, he's Dante from Devil May Cry. Jackpot! Wacky woohoo pizza man. For those of you who don't know Devil May Cry, I suggest going on YouTube and looking up Wacky Woohoo Pizza Man Devil May Cry and watching the first video that shows up, because it's good. It basically tells you what Dante is. Huh? Oh, hello there! I really can't thank you enough, Professor Russell. Your work on finding a means of controlling this gospel is of great help. On behalf of the Intelligence Division, I extend my deepest gratitude. Do you unlock any bigger weapons than a freaking Gatling gun? Not yet! We haven't gotten our second S-Craft, though. Hey, Dargan, how's it going, my man? Hey, it's bumping in here tonight! Look, we got Neko Dave, we got Tay, we got Dargan. Dude, you know what?
Hey! That turned out great!
Yeah, it's a good toe. Boom. Dab in here. How's everyone's Saturdays going? I just got back from dinner. Had prime rib. That was nice. Prime rib, some roast potatoes, some broccoli, just to round it out. Only ate half the prime rib. I don't even think half, honestly. Then finished it off with some a s'mores dessert. S'mores ice cream with whipped cream on top. 4 marshmallows on a stick stuck into it. Used a torch to brown them up a bit. Delicious. Had some graham cracker some graham cracker crumbles on top. Dude, it was delicious. Had like two glasses of Mountain Dew with it. It was awesome. I should have known that you were behind all of this, Colonel Richard, Chief of Intelligence. So funny thing about the word Colonel. When I was younger, I didn't know that that's how you spelled Colonel. So I was actually playing, I think, Mega Man Battle Network 7. And that game had 2 versions. And there was Team Mega Man or whatever. It was either Team Mega Man or it was Team something man. And then there was Team Colonel. But I didn't know that's how it was pronounced. So I always called them Team Colonel. Because that's how it looks as Colonel. Now, why you would make the word Colonel look like that, I don't know. There's no R's in there to give it an R sound. But hey, whatever. Hard to believe you once served under Cassius. Ah, yes. You and he were friends, if my memory serves me correctly. We've been looking for him, actually, although we've yet to pin down his exact location. If you have some idea of where to base a search, we'd be happy to have that information. I don't know. Not that I'd tell you if I did. Well, no matter. If, perchance, the gospel were to have been delivered into his hands, then I'm afraid it would have presented a problem. However, even if he were to show his face now, he would have no means of stopping this current. Pretty good. That party for my uncle that got married and everyone outside is wasted. Decided to sneak inside and enjoy some quiet me time. Nice! Congratulations for your uncle. Marriage is a happy event. Not that I would know. There's no ring on this finger. Sadness. But yeah, I'm actually going to one of my friends' marriages in November, I think. So that'll be a fun time. Black Orbit, or the Gospel as you call it. I just want to know what you plan to do with it. Scratch that. First and foremost, I want to know where you even acquired something that bizarre. I imagine my source would rather the identity be kept a secret. Our intentions, well, they will become evident very soon. At that time, Professor, we'll be happy to release you. All I ask is that you wait. And you're going to just let a witness to your crimes go free. I assume, then, that you intend to do something on a grand scale. I'll leave the particulars up to your fertile imagination. That said, come the dawn when everything is realized, you will assist in our research. This invention will bring liberal riches like none ever before seen. Not interested. Please, Professor, allow him to finish before you give your answer. It would truly be a pity if she were to come into some peril, and you were unable to help her. You'd threaten her to get to me! Tut tut, Captain Almatheo. Looks like your renowned powers of persuasion are not as elegant as they once were. Pardon me, then. One might say that she has a unique sense of humor. I don't want any misunderstandings between us, but you must understand that we are only soldiers. You have my word that no civilians will be involved. Save for you, of course. So you're doing this out of some twisted sense of patriotism? And this black ornament that can shut down Obel power. I see. That's your plan, is it? Pardon me? Oh, Second Lieutenant Lawrence. Hello, Lieutenant. The Colonel is presently in a meeting. He wants no interruptions. No, it's all right. Give me a report, Lieutenant. There's been activity in Grand Cell. The White Wings were caught in the net, just as you planned. My goodness. Haha. Check and mate. Now, Professor, if you'll please excuse me. Yoink. Major Sid, see to the Professor and make sure he's comfortable. Yes, sir. Is there anything you need, Professor? I'll get you set up with any of the standard amenities. I'm fine. I used to believe that you were different from the others. That you were a good, upstanding man. Apparently, I greatly overestimated you. My apologies. But you've been abducted by rebels, you see. Rebels against the Queen. Nameless, unknown rebels. Haven't seen any bots today. Was an invasion yesterday. Yeah, I got like 3 bot follows yesterday. You can even see there. We got Haas0312_eyes. Yeah. So with all the bot stuff and everything that's been going on Twitch and Twitter and things, it's one of those things where I'm really glad that I'm not, I guess, at the follower or like view count where the bots start doing essentially like hate raids. I'm happy about that, but it's also one of those twisted kinds of happiness where it's like, that shouldn't be a thing that I'm happy about. It shouldn't happen to anyone, right? Like, there should be tools in place to prevent that, and hopefully Twitch will get on the case sooner rather than later about being able to monitor obvious bot accounts and stuff. Stress that fact. I might even let you write a letter to your granddaughter. Get out of my sight! As you wish. I'm an old man! So, Colonel Richard was the man behind all this trouble. Username 101. Real people don't tend to add numbers unless they need to. Yeah, most people don't. The only time... Yeah, I'm pretty sure my
Blizzard or like my Overwatch account has numbers in it. But that one's hard to kind of be a bot in because you're actively playing a game. But I haven't played Overwatch since all the news came out about Activision Blizzard and all those lawsuits. Because I don't really want to play a game made by that kind of obvious bullshit.
Plus, it looks like he wants to find my dad. Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. Who is that masked man? Of course that bastard would show up now. And there he goes. Next again onto an airship. Grand plans. But what will come of them?
I wonder who that is.
Airship. It's a mother flipping airship. Now things have gotten interesting. Really wanted to start the score with him, but I've got a job to do, and that takes precedence. Since the window's a no-go, we'll have to take out the guards. Let's make this quick and clean. Right. Joshua. Hey, you listening? Estelle. Are you okay? Hey, snap out of it. It's not like you to freeze up. A lot of Trails games have a mysterious masked person, eh? Yeah, they do.
They recently posted for some returning characters in Kuro, which is fun. One of them's wearing a mask. I wonder who it is. Really not obvious based on everything about their appearance. But once again, just a reminder, Tay has only played up through like halfway, if I remember right, Cold Steel 2? Or are you like 75, or are you done it yet? Looking at that airship, the first thing that comes to mind, drag. Yeah, right? Yeah, so just remember we're still working on it. Still working on Cold Steel 2. So make sure we don't spoil anything about that. Because yeah. And Tay, I'm guessing you haven't played the Crossbow games either? Waiting for the official localization?
Sorry, I just spaced out. Are you sure you're feeling okay? I'm fine. It's no big deal.
Looks exciting. Okay, yeah. So, can't mention who that returning mask character is yet. So what's the latest boss that you fought in Cold Steel 2, Tay? Because that'll help me remember whereabouts you are.
Take out the guards by the entrance, right?
Yep, let's get a move on. Okay, so this is one where I'm allowed to fight.
I really wanted to be a part of the Grand Cell operation. But no, I'm left here guarding an old man.
Grumble, grumble. We do so much for the kingdom and for our dream. All in the Colonel's name. Such is the life of the Intelligence Division Special Ops, I suppose. We're the Colonel's eyes and hands.
If you ask me, you're the Colonel's ass.
What? It can't be! Agate Krosner.
You're too damn slow. You're too slow!
Art stew. Napalm breath. Oh, barrage. Okay, barrage, good. Craft. And morale. Boom. Craft. Smoke Kanon. There we go. Blinded them both. That will effectively take out him. Boom, boom. Yep, missed. Get F'd. Oh, you hit her. Yeah, dick. 172. The stock can take care of that. There we go. Fire! Boom. Done, son. We did it! So the interesting thing is, like, remembering back to this game from what I remembered about the cutscenes from what I saw, because I just watched all the cutscenes before, like, without even playing the game. I'm finding that a lot of the cutscenes that I'm quote-unquote remembering are getting mixed up with second chapter. So I'm really excited to play that game. I'm not going to be playing it directly after this, but I'm going to be playing it at some point in the near future. And I'm like, man, this game doesn't have like half of the cutscenes that I feel like I remembered this game having. And it's like, yeah, you know, I can definitely feel that this game probably, like I'm not sure if this game had like the Cold Steel treatment where it was like, oh yeah, they were originally planning it for this and the second chapter to be one game, but they had to split it up. But yeah, it's just like, man, I keep misremembering, like, oh yeah, a character's gonna get introduced here, or this scene's gonna happen. Oh wait, it didn't happen? Oh, I guess that's in the next game. Weird. Sucks to be you. It's no fun when someone gets back at you for making a fool of him, huh? It's no good to carry a grudge, you know? That's a risk against time. You have to get the professor out as quickly as possible. Right. Man. Hello. So you're back. Enough! I told you I don't want any... Grandpa! Tita! I must be dreaming! Grandpa! Thank goodness you're okay. This isn't a dream. And you lot. Hey, Professor. You don't look like you're feeling so hot. Factory Chief Murdoch asked us to come and get you out of here. I'm impressed. You actually sneaked in here. So much like your father. Not a lick of common sense between the two of you. Hey, old man. Sorry to interrupt your little vacation, but we need to get you ready for jailbreak. We don't have a lot of time. Who are you? Look like you came from the wrong side of the barn. I can tell you that, at least. You have the head like a chicken. Say that again, you geezer. You're too slow. Cue Sonic X once again. Moving around at the speed of sound. Quickest hedgehog around. Got ourselves a situation. Stuck in a location. Without any explanation. No time for relaxation. God, I didn't even know that was some of the cute, like... The only lyrics I knew were running around at the speed of sound. Got places to go and follow your rainbow. Although I think that's from the Smash Brothers theme for it. I can't remember. Yeah. Nice one, Professor. Grandpa, you shouldn't say mean things like that. This is Agate. He's a senior bracer over Estelle and Joshua. Well now, I had no idea. Come to think of it, I think I've heard Cassius mention your name before. Something about Bad Seed, who is always sulking about one thing or another, I believe. I'm about this far from wringing your neck, old man. Now, calm down. Professor, I'll have to save those explanations for later. For now, we need to get you out of here. Is there anything you want to bring with you? Can we carry the capital unit? If we leave her behind, I know that those fools will just misuse her again. Understood. Obtained orbital calculator. I've been using that in my research to find a means of controlling the black orbit. I wasn't able to discern its physical composition, but I did have some success with the control method, which means that those fools will be able to cause that phenomenon to reoccur whenever they want. Oh, I'm sorry, Estelle and Joshua. I hate that it's being so grievously misused. You went to all the trouble of bringing it to me. It's a different song, and that kind of hurt my heart that they were blended together. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry for hurting your heart. But I gotta say, if you're playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Final Destination, 3 stock, no items, and that song is in the background, it's a pretty good fight. One of the best additions they made to the 3DS, Wii U, and then Ultimate, just having Omega Mode so you can turn any stage into Final Destination. One of the best things they added. That'd be a stream I'd like to do at some point. That and Mario Kart. Just be like, hey, I'm gonna play this game, and like put up like whatever room code or whatever I have, and let anyone who wants to join in. That'd be fun. I think I need a bit more of a chat, or more people who even own the game that are in my chat. But
Yeah, because I do really love those games. Like, while they might not have the best online, because Nintendo is old-fashioned and doesn't hire people that knows how to do online, they're really fun. Like, Mario Kart is such a fun game. Smash is such a fun game. You know, maybe when it comes out, I'll play on stream that Nickelodeon All-Stars, because that will actually have good online, because I'll have rollback. Believe me, we understand. Due to safety on the line, I can't imagine any of us would have done any differently. Besides, it's our fault that you two got caught up in this to begin with. For the love of Adios, we don't have time for you to give speeches. If you're all set, and we have to go. Get your asses in gear. Move as fast as that old man's slip disc will let you. Oh, very clever. I haven't let any young man beat me yet, and I'm not about to start now. Come on, both of you. See, I like Agate, because he's like, we gotta go. We can't keep... Reen, we don't have time for your friendship speeches. We gotta go. Yes, we get it. We're not gonna let someone take the fall for everyone, and we're all friends. That means friends help each other. We get it. We gotta go. You think we'll just let you escape? Yeah. Wee woo. What's that? Guess the jig is up. Oh, hello there. Appears we have an intruder. Get out there and start searching, men. Platoons 1 through 4 will go to the airship port and the docks and establish a blockade. 5, 6, and 7 will search the barracks, watchtower, and research facilities respectively. Platoon 8 will accompany me to headquarters. That is all! Move out! Yes, sir! See you later, Jimmy. Bye, Phil. Crap, here come the soldiers. Looks like they're pulling the squeeze on the airship port and the docks. Major knows what he's doing. What else would you expect from the CEO of a Fort Defense Regiment? Well, what should we do? Where do we go? Well, leaving by the docks is going to be tricky. Agate, shit, you Disney princess wannabe! Agate kicks down the door in the middle of Let It Go and Frozen. Shut up! We get it! You built a castle! Now how about your hair stops clipping through your shoulder? Sora, Goofy, and Donald are coming up that fucking mountain for the 3rd time! We need to avoid the guards and find another way out. Okay, so let's come over here. Okay. Just hug the wall. The door is firmly shut. Okay. God, having 5 people. Door is firmly shut. Makes me so panic. Hug the wall. Hug the wall. Hug the wall. You! Oh shit. Intruder spotted. Crap. Damn it. If ever there was a type, I can't imagine how shut up autocorrected to shit. How shut up. Maybe no spaces? Crap. I'm guessing that this is the thing that happens when the... Yes, I'm gonna have to reload. So I don't want to miss any BP. God damn it.
Alright, we're good to go.
What was that noise? Intruders! More incoming. Back to the research area. Getting through all the airship port to the wharf isn't gonna be easy. I'll have to find another escape route. Just getting anywhere near that there's probably unwise. Okay, so let's load. Good thing I saved. But this time I'll also save once in here so I don't have to do the cutscene again. No. Okay, so now instead of going this way, I'll go that way. Save there. god, I'm in the command center. Door's locked. Locked. Maybe. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, don't you think it's awfully noisy outside? Sounds to me like someone's breaking in. Say what? Who's breaking in? Nobody's allowed to break in till we break out. Nobody! Easy, bro. You know your simple little escape plan won't ever. This looks like the dungeon. Wow, it's a lot bigger than the dungeon at the Hawking Gate. Huh? What? You? You guys, you're those punks from before. Well then, long time no see. Oh, okay. You guys are being held here. How have you been? Hey, we don't need your damn pity. Stell's best friend. Yes. The only thing you're good for is handling a pole, air for brains. Haha, innuendos. Jeez, I was just trying to be polite. It'll make you feel better. Insult me all you want. What? Don't try to play it cool. I'm assuming you know these folks. They're the Capoeira Sky Bandits. They hijacked that airliner. I've heard stories about them. They use a very high-powered airship, don't they? I've heard it's of Imperial make, but I'm curious about the specs. Yeah, it's got a top speed of 2,300 sails per hour. I mean, why should I have to answer your questions? Why aren't we petty? Grandpa, I don't think this is the right time to be asking about that kind of stuff. Now wait just one damn minute. Why are you braces here in the first place? Are you the cause of that siren? Well, sorry we intruded. See ya. No fair! You're the intruders, right? Hey, let us out of here! I like how they all just stop at the top of the stairs. That was a surprise. Come to think it, those guys have some connection to the Men in Black, right? They got arrested by Colonel Richard, which means maybe the Colonel's trumping it up as one of his accomplishments. Maybe Mayor Delmore was used in a similar fashion. And yet, I somehow just can't seem to muster up any sympathy for him. We're wasting time here. We gotta find another escape route. Hey, that was a dead end. Alright, but gotta look for another way out. Okay, so that was just a bonus. I'll not stop saying, hey, I'm walking here every time I hear that voice. Hey, yo! I'm Christopher Walken here! What the fuck are you talking about? Hey, yo! Hey, Macarena! Gotta check every door. Man, just spears and halberds lined up. Gotta love it. Even though literally every person just uses swords or gun. Doors locked. Okay, so this was literally just for that. Hey, did you find them? No, I've searched the barracks top to bottom. Same goes for the watchtower. All that leaves us is headquarters. Over there, we can report to the major that we've gone over the place with a fine-tuned comb. Oh, I think they're coming this way. Shit, there's a blind alley too. Come on, this way. Hey, did you hear something? Yeah, I think it said this way. There's no time. You don't want to get caught, do you? I don't think I misheard that. We don't have a choice. We may as well give it a shot. This way! Come on, just down the corridor. Joshua, do you recognize this voice? Yes, sounds familiar. What? Where is it? Quickly, get inside. You know, this room is... Well, I don't know what he's intending, but we don't have any other choice but to keep going. Save! So, that was spectacularly close. I knew it! Lock it. Lock it. Just to be on the safe side. Got it. What are you planning? At the CEO of Lacen Fortress. Didn't Colonel Richard order you to keep me locked up? Very sorry about that. Sorry, seized control of the Royal Armed Forces by using his position in the Intelligence Division. And the main generals were given the choice of obeying him or being imprisoned. General Morgan refused to obey him and as such is currently imprisoned at the Hawking Gate. A stubborn old man? This is getting serious. What the hell? I figured things were bad, but not that bad. When did the military structure get that fragile? Unfortunately, observance of military regs has been breaking down ever since the end of the war, particularly since the top brass haven't stopped embezzling and accepting bribes. Colonel Richard just took advantage of the situation. I see, so he was able to make use of the military's existing corruption and weakness to seize control.
What? A government's military is being corrupt and embezzling funds? Are you saying there might be a slush fund somewhere? I.e. named to be the Pentagon? What? No, never mind.
Precisely. With General Morgan in custody, that leaves Colonel Richard as the man in charge of the entire Royal Armed Forces.
That's horrible.
What about Queen Alicia? Doesn't supreme command of the army rest with the Queen? Mysteriously enough, Queen Alicia has been kept silent on the matter. The Royal Guardsmen are actually being sought for questioning on suspicion of treason.
Treason? Lieutenant Schwartz too?
The attack on Central Factory has been pinned on the Royal Guardsmen. There's even photographic evidence, as I understand it.
Dorothy's pictures. That just doesn't sound right. The factory was all messed up and Grandpa was kidnapped. Agate was almost killed. You can't just go around blaming people for something like that.
I really don't know what to tell you. Never disobey a direct order from a superior officer. But since I never voiced my objections, the fault still lies with me. I know this will not make up for all I've done, but I was hoping it would go some way for atoning my actions. Yeah, tough time of it, ain't ya? Well, if all that you've said is true, then I suppose I can forgive and forget. I had been prepared to brain you with a wrench and soften up that hard head, but pity. I'm sorry.
Grandpa,
it was a joke, dear.
okay, I've got everything. What are you planning to do now? You planning on hiding us until the heat dies down?
No, I have a much better solution. It's a way for you to escape the fortress through this room.
This room? How?
Oh, I get it. There's a secret passageway or something, right? Haha, very astute, boy.
Ooh, recessed wall.
Whoa. Makes sense for a military control room. Not bad. Not bad at all. This emergency escape hatch leads to an underground aqueduct. There's a boat set up there, so you should be able to use it to escape. Legally, even my telling civilians about it would net me 10 years in prison. But even if military regulations won't forgive me, I think ADOs probably will.
Major.
Alright, we'll use it. I'll go down first, then the old man and Tita. Estelle and Joshua, I want you to watch our backs.
Got it.
Roger that. Very well, Major.
Well, thank you very much. Well then, that just leaves us. Thank you for everything, Major.
We're in your debt. You don't need to thank me. To be honest, I was expecting this since the moment I first saw you.
What?
I mean, when we met at the front gate. Yes, as soon as I heard your last name. After all, you are the children of Colonel Cassius, are you not?
Colonel Cassius? You mean my dad really had a high rank that high?
Richard may be a colonel now, but he served under your father back in those days. Dad was a real hero. It was thanks to his efforts that we were able to defeat Arabonia in that war 10 years ago. Being as you're his children, I'm not surprised that you found out the truth and came to help the professor.
Really? You never say anything about being any kind of military hero.
Are you okay, Major? The intruders have been spotted in the dungeon. The last likely place for them to be is in Central Headquarters, sir. Your orders?
Crap.
Acknowledged. I'll be right there, so put the facility on high alert. Come on, you need to go.
Okay. Excuse us then.
Close the door.
Eek!
Boom. Oh, dude, they landed on their knees there.
That scared the living daylights out of me. What's the deal with the slide? Looks like some kind of secret waterway. Come on, let's catch up.
Yee! Oh. Oh, you're here.
This way.
You're late. What took you so long?
Sorry, we just got into a conversation about my dad.
Sorry for the hold up. You can go ahead and take off. Alright, hang on to your hats. There's only one person here that has a hat. And it's your granddaughter, dude. But it's a really cool hat. I like her hat. It's a nice hat.
Ugh, okay. Whew, we managed to make it out, even though the entire place was on high alert, and therefore they should have been watching the water around the fort. To make sure no one left.
But man, it sure is a good thing that we landed by this lamp that illuminates all of us. And are standing at the edge of the water, right by the fortress. Man! Smart! Looks like they haven't started patrolling over here yet. Major said maybe keeping them busy. If we waste any time here, we're probably gonna have to deal with the pursuit force. We've gotta get to the professor somewhere safe or else. Estelle? Joshua? Oh, it's okay. No need to worry. I promise, we'll be here to protect both of you.
No. You two fall back.
Huh?
What do you mean? The intelligence division knows my face all too well by now. Same goes for Tita and the old man. They've got no idea you two are involved. This old Sid blabs. Because his granddaughter is the only reason he said he would have been pretty quiet if it was Agate. Yeah, right?
Tita, hold on to your hat. I don't want you to lose that. Agate, eat a bag of dicks.
So I'm getting out of here and taking them with me. We'll lay low for a while somewhere safe.
Agate,
I understand. The fewer people implicated in this, the better. In fact, I never wanted Tita to get wrapped up in this in the first place. When I think about them taking hostages to force cooperation, it makes the most sense for us both to get out of here.
Grandpa. Whoa, wait just a damn minute. How can you ask us to turn our backs on you just to keep ourselves safe? That's totally bonkers. We could never agree to that. Right, Joshua?
Actually, I agree with Agate's assessment.
That seems to be the pattern. Joshua agrees with Agate.
What? According to the theory of retreat and cover, the more people there are together, the greater chance of detection. Which means that Agate will stand a better chance of helping them get away on his own. I understand how you must feel, but for now, we really need to do what Agate says.
But...
Nice one, Joshua. Exactly what I was getting at. Now, I need you to be a good girl and withdraw.
Wait, I get your idea, in theory. Estelle.
You don't agree, and I can see it written all over your face. So, how about I send you on an important mission instead? Something I certainly can't do myself, given the circumstances.
Huh?
First, I want you to go to Grand Cell. Then you must speak with Her Majesty Queen Alicia in Grand Cell Castle.
I must what?
What's this all about? The aforementioned Black Ornament. It originally somehow fell into Colonel Richard's hands. We referred to it as the Gospel.
Gospel? As in religious teachings?
That's certainly an ominous-sounding name. Apparently, this Gospel was taken from the Intelligence Division, but by whom, I couldn't say. After that, I'd wager that it was probably sent out in a package addressed to Cassius. However, Intelligence got wind of our little, blackout from before. They must have realized the Black Ornament was involved in Heron's eyes. I suspect that their true objective in attacking the factory. They came to retrieve this Gospel.
Really?
You see, that explains a lot. Colonel Richard has some kind of plan to use in the capital. Unless I miss my guess, something very bad is coming. Her Majesty must be informed of this at once.
You mean the shutdown of orbital power?
No. Perhaps if it's used... I'm sorry. Anything more I say would be pure conjecture. Regardless, the Queen must be made aware of this Gospel as soon as possible. I'm more concerned with that than with my own escape.
I swear.
I'm gonna check out the party. See you all later. See you later, Jargon.
No, it doesn't mean much. Wish your uncle a happy marriage. Random internet man says, hope you have a happy life together with whoever you married.
Yeah, and eat a whole lot of food and drink a whole lot of alcohol.
I swear. When you put it like that, I feel like a jerk for wanting to say no. If you'll allow us, we'll accept your request.
I appreciate it.
Estelle? Joshua? Gotta part ways for a little bit, Tita. I'm sorry. I hope that we could stay together. No, you don't have to apologize. You've just helped me so much. You've treated me like a little sister. Tita. Thanks for helping my grandpa. And thank you for being my friend. I love you both. I love you too, sweetie. I wish we could take you with us. Thank you so much.
Parting is such sweet sorrow and all that, but we have no choice. Maybe you can save the tears for when we see each other again, you know?
You can be a real jerk. But I guess this is where we part ways too. A lot's happened, but you've taught us so much by letting us work with you. Thank you, Master Agate. Master Agate? Don't call me that. Creeps me out. Look who's embarrassed. Vi, you really are your father's daughter. Hey, Joshua, don't let her get too out of control, you hear me? It's not half bad in combat, but there's more to being an adult than just that. Not that it's any of your business. Just leave it to me. You take care as well. Take care of Tina and the professor. I will. Alright then. Let's get a move on. Farewell, children of Cassius. Stay safe, both of you. You too, Tita. Idios be with you. Be careful out there. See ya. See, I really... So, I was just thinking of this. So, I really like the, I really like the structure of this chapter in particular in terms of conflict. Where I would say in most JRPGs, or even in a lot of Trails games, it's especially prevalent in Cold Steel 1 and 2, where the group will go to an area, and it just so happens that at that specific time, the event that the group now has to solve occurs. And it just so coincidentally happens at the exact same time, perfectly overlapping, right? Like, that's the thing. That's always the thing. But this chapter in particular really sets it out a bit differently because it is in the grand quest of traveling everywhere, they came to this area. And it is due to the party's actions, which led to the blackout, that attracted the trouble to occur. Trails in the Sky has the best writing in Trails. Yeah. I mean, I can definitely tell that. From dialogue alone, I would say. It does. But in terms of structure as well. But having the main antagonistic plot of this chapter be not reactionary, but causation due to events that the main characters led into is a flip on its head and makes it a lot better, especially Sky second chapter and third. Yeah, I'm really excited for second chapter. As far as I understand, third is a lot of like there is a through line with Kevin and Nun Girl as like the main story, but a lot of the bulk, as far as I understand, like the bulk of the playtime, Reese, that's one I would want to see the katakana for, to figure out how to pronounce it. But the bulk of Sky the Third is mostly the doors, right? That's where a lot of the narrative comes in for each character. It's a lot of like the vignettes, essentially, as far as I understand. Okay, save chapter. I get worse injuries than this from shaving. Yeah, some of the doors are really good. Yeah, I mean, isn't one of the first doors one for Tita, where it introduces her parents? Chloe, this way. We're finally off the Airbase scenic route. What should we do now? Please, exit onto the Royal Avenue from here and head to Grand Cell. Don't go into the forests that are just literally to our left and right. We're going to stay here in the middle of a very wide road where if you look down it, you can see anyone on it. My men are causing enough of a diversion that security should be stretched pretty thinly. Everything looks okay. You keep going onto the Bracer Guild without getting spotted. I understand. Oh, but what about you? I'll hold the enemy off here. I should be able to buy you a little extra time. No, you can't. I can't go on my own. I'll fight at your side. We all have something to protect. I will stay here, for my convictions and my duty. And most importantly for you, my lady. Forgive my impertinence, but you are of paramount importance to me. I will guard you with my life, and I ask only that you remember me as your friend and confidant. I understand, Julia. But please, promise. Promise me you won't do anything reckless. And that we will meet again in better circumstances and take tea with my grandmother. I'll bake for you, and I'll try a new recipe and bake you something sweet and delicious. I look forward to it. Now, please hurry. Sieg, look after her for me. Scree! Ooh, why is the Royal Guardsman guarding Chloe? The plot thickens. Well now, they finally caught up. 1v8? A fair fight. 3 men and 5 dogs. I think you underestimate me. As he taught me how to wield a blade, the time to truly use it has come. I, Julia Schwartz, commander of the Royal Guardsmen, will not yield. As Ulbrich from Octopath Traveler would say, my blade is unbending! Although, Neko Dave, you're playing with the Japanese dub on, so you don't get that line. Or you get an equivalent line, but in Japanese. But it's a really good line read if you ever look it up. Because the guy who voices Dogi in Ys is the guy who voices Ulbrich. Just finished his route today. It was good. Yeah, his route is honestly pretty good. I really like that through line of, like, you've betrayed me. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, he did, but teamwork, woo! At the end. Yeah, he was actually the character I started with. I started with him, and actually started with him in the demo. I played the demo for that game. But yeah, I'm really excited for the other game that's coming out. I don't know when. Not sure if it has a release date, but probably doesn't have a release date yet because I don't even think it has like an out of working title name. It's called Project Triangle Strategy, and it's by the same people in that same art style. So I'll be really excited, and I think for that one I'll wait until it comes onto PC, because I didn't know that Octopath would get there, and it seems like Square Enix is starting to just kind of regularly put their stuff onto PC, especially from that team in particular. So I'll probably just wait until that gets to PC to play it on stream. So, yeah. Sieg. Scree. I'll be alright. I want you to go back to see to Julia. I can't bear to just leave her. Scree! Thank you. Let's walk in the middle of this road. Just like she said, security is much lighter this way. I have to get to the Bracer Guild quickly. What the heck? What the heck? Rain. Oh, I thought it was like gunshots or wires. Rain. Isn't now around when Estelle and Joshua are supposed to arrive in town? Can't be. You should really just kind of run. Because, like, if you didn't stop and you just kept moving. Intelligence Division Special Ops Vessel. Actually operating in broad daylight? Oh. Hello, Second Lieutenant Lawrence. Why, fancy meeting you here. Chloe Rintz, enrolled in the Social Studies program at Janus Royal Academy. If I could have a quick word with you. Ooh. Chloe. East Block. I think some very special events happen there later in this game. Erebonian Embassy. Oh, hello. A dark cloud looms over the royal city, and yea, it signals a passion most black. But so fascinating a shade of black it seems. You are such an idiot. Am I perchance dreaming? Mueller, my boon companion! Have you come all this way, all the long roads from the Imperial capital, just to see me? How delicious! On what wind did you fly hither? Wind? What are you talking about? Mere because I've had to follow your stupid ass all over Adios' damn creation. You have any idea how much time this has cost me? Please, my dear, don't hide behind such base profanities. Your lips spit venom, but the fire in your eyes show the depths of worry that drove you onward to my side. Love, it is truly blind. That doesn't even make sense. No more words, dear Mueller. Fly, fly to my embrace. I came here because I'm trying to bring you information that you asked for. But I'm guessing you'd rather hug than talk. Lo, I am hoist with my own petard. Very well, let us talk. Yes, like sane people. As you wish. What news, my lord? What news for your humble Olivier? No? No. Alright, no clowning then. Don't play like that, brother. Give a man some information. Lay it on me, man! You're making me stupider just by being around you. Okay, I'll tell you, just stop opening your mouth and making sounds come out of it. Huzzah! Regarding the guy we were talking about before, I managed to pick up his trail. From what I found, he was at one of the Arbonian Bracer guilds until about a month ago. Oh? Over the past several months, all of the guild branches in the Empire have been attacked, one after another. Seems he was supposed to be investigating why. And those are the events that I think Fee references and Sarah reference in Cold Steel 1 and 2 about as like one of the main reasons why the guild branches are closed in Arabonia, as it was like, oh, they can't even protect their own buildings. Like, why would we need them? Which were orchestrated by someone. Attacks, you say? I should think it unlikely, but might these have been perpetrated by some military unit somewhere? You picked up on it too. It's not the word of 10 years ago anymore, though. As far as I know, no military force has been giving marching orders. I bet that someone hired Jaegers to pull this off. Anyway, our boy's trail stopped for a while, right when that case was solved. Oh dear, oh dear. I took such pains coming to Liberal, and 'twould seem that I was following a wild goose. I guess so. If the man we're after isn't here, there's no real reason to stick around, is there? The storm you're talking about is going to be worse than expected. A lot worse. You should come back to the Imperial capital before you get caught in it. Ha ha ha! Ever a jester! How could I bear to part with the opportunity to play a role in the finest opera ever? What? Tell me you're not actually thinking of... I am, you might say, already in costume. Sadly, the lead is unavailable, so the understudies must be used. I have the utmost faith that between the two of them, they will put on a grand performance. Who are you talking about, Olivier? Final chapter! Turmoil in the Royal City! The legend of heroes trails in the sky. Let me just come over to here and add for a final chapter. Chaptet. Not chaptet. Chapter. Boom. There we go. Don't want anyone to not know where we are. So you were able to get the professor out safely. We even got the logic unit back. Don't even have the words. Thank you. Both of you. Well, we didn't really do all that much. Really, we were just there as backup for Agate. If you really want to express your gratitude, I suggest you direct it toward him, since he kept the professor safe. I certainly will. It'd be nice when all this craziness ends. All we can do now is put our faith in Agate. It does seem that Colonel Richard has something in mind for Gransel, however. He needs to use that black orbment, that thing he called the Gospel. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it's used for. We've been asked by the professor to talk to Her Majesty about it. Ouch. That's when you know things have gotten very, very serious. The professor is on good terms with her. It's not unusual for him to have access to top-secret information. Anyway, that's the gist of our request from him. Unlikely as it sounds. Kilika, do you think it would be safe for us to go to Gransel given the current climate? There is currently no evidence to suggest that you were involved in the security breach at the fort, so it should be fine. Indeed, I'd advise you to go there before full investigation has begun. It's quite likely that a thorough search of the central factory will be performed. Agreed. It means that now's the time to figure out what to do about it. We wish both of you the best of luck on your journey. Please be sure to deliver the professor's message. You can count on us. Consider it in Her Majesty's hands. Take care of yourself, Mr. Murdoch. Yeah, now's not the time to let my guard down with the army around. So I'll be off now. Safe journey to you. Well then, guess there's no time like the present, huh? We should try to get an audience with Her Majesty as soon as we can. That's the plane we need to take the next airliner out. It would take us half a day to reach Gransel on foot. The airship would only take an hour. Yeah, that's true. Kinda thought it'd be cool to walk all the way around the kingdom, but oh well. Alright, wait just a moment. Bracer Guild, good afternoon. Always a pleasure. Yes, if you would, please. 2 to Granso. Right, yes. Bill it to the usual account. Thank you. Goodbye. What was that all about? Was that the reception desk at the terminal? Yes, you now have guaranteed seats on a Granso-bound airliner. We are paying your way, so all you need to do is check in. Also, take this with you. Recommendation? Thanks, Kilka. Whoa, wait, what? This really isn't necessary. You've already done so much for us. The tickets are simply a business expense related to delivering the professor's message. The letter of recommendation is for rescuing the superlative job you did in rescuing the professor. Accept it and be proud of what you've accomplished. Right. Thank you, Kilka. Yeah, baby. 64. Second class. Professor's whereabouts. 65. First class. Gladiator belt. Yeah, buddy. Thank you for everything. I believe I said before that this is simply my duty. Now your flight leaves at 11. We will want to get to the terminal before then, so as to have time to check in. Adios keep you. Be well in your travels. We will. Thank you again. So, is that it? Okay. Jobs completed 67. Current BP 29. Okay, good. Good. So I am on track for all the quests. On track for max beeping. That's good. That is good. So now let's check out that gladiator belt. Skull pendant prevents death blows. Gladiator belt. Strength 10, defense minus 10, auto CP up. His defense is already... Oh, her defense is just as... Huh. Well, you know what? I guess I will put that on him. Because it makes him physically... Well, actually... Let's put this on her. Because honestly, he uses more magic. Like, he's better both in strength and ATS. So let's give her... What's her orbit setup? Maybe that's why. Maybe what I need to do is... That's attack 2 gives fire. Is there... Mind 3. Okay, so what does that do? What moves does he currently have? He currently has White Gehenna. Does me putting on Mind 3 do anything? Would love it if you would let me scroll down on the move list. Or maybe I should put on... Ooh. I would like to put on heal, but I'll put on Mind 3 instead. Because that will... really boost my ATS and my defense. And now strength and ATS are about where they should be in terms of how I have them kind of laid out. And so he has Mind 3, range 1, yeah, that makes sense. Cast 2, EP, defense 2. Is there a defense? No, just that. Okay, so let's... in action 2, so that's good. So, wait, no. Oh, come on. There we go. Sometimes I have a hard time figuring out what I actually need to hit for the things I want to happen. Okay, so let's put hit 3 on her. Still want information. Still want Eagle Eye. Fade 2 and sleep. See, I wanna... Well, actually, do I need... So I took this off. If I... I'm trying to think of, like... I would like to put, like, strike on her or something, or attack 3. Just to boost her melee damage up quite a bit. But I don't want to decrease her defense that hard. So what I'm thinking I might do instead is make her more of an impede kind of person. So that's what I'm going to do. So now I have a lightning. And I could always... Instead of... yeah, you know, I could do that. Because
I like being able to see what they're weak against. And the thing is, I don't know when I'm gonna have, like, I want to keep those really good passive ones, or like really useful passive ones, on Estelle and Joshua, because they're always going to be in my party. Whereas other people might come in and out, and I would have to figure out who I want to put them to. Or they might just be temporarily out of my party, and they'll take the quartz. Okay. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, I need to go all the way back to Erletten, because this game is mean. And that is where Cornelia is. But, is this the way to call the tunnel? It's almost time to set off, so we shouldn't wander too far. Yeah, you're right. Rest stop Central City? What the heck? Huh? Okay. Okay, does anyone know? So... Okay, I need to check something. Cornelia... Chapter 8. So... No, I don't need that. I need to know how to obtain. We can give by private and airline at the beginning of turmoil in Royal City. Travel only available before passing. Okay, so I guess I have to go there. So, talk to or. This is. Because, wait, where was? Okay, let's do this. So where is Erletten? So before going to Sanctime Gate, Erletten is over there. So I guess there's probably going to be a scene saying I have to walk or something over here. Hello there. I heard from Kilika. Shall we get you all squared away? That'd be great, thanks. Please fill out these forms with your names and addresses. Thank you. Still fill out the boarding papers. Okay, here are your tickets. Make sure you show these when you're boarding. Boarding pass 2. Okay, so let's save. Now there, all capital. I was just on my way to work on the airship company. I finished fast enough. I was thinking I'd go to the Royal birthday celebration. Well, let's see, we'll be landing soon. Got docking measures. Yeah, I'll go. Hey, Antoine. Your body shape is mysteriously like that of a Mishi. Antoine. Hey, yesterday must have been rough on you. Oh, you scared me half to death. Hope you take some time to think about what you did was wrong. No? Nope, not listening. Think he's just playing dumb. Oh well, I guess we do owe him some gratitude. Thank you, Antoine. Oh. Hey, there you are. Hi, Gustav. Factory chief told me that the rescue went off without a hitch. The professor's always been a mentor of sorts to all the engineers, so I just want to say thanks on behalf of everyone here. Well, we couldn't have pulled it off without you and your crew's help. Dita was so surprised that I thought her eyes might pop out. So that really was on purpose. Well, to fool the enemy, sometimes you have to fool your allies first. So, what business do you have at the gate? The professor asked us to go to Grand Cell. A little early for the 11 o'clock flight. Yeah, well, it also looks to be a little late. There's still time to drop off your bag, so I think you can take it easy in town for a bit. That sounds like fun. Hey, you too! Oh, if it ain't Gerald. What's going on? Did something happen? Perfect, you're all here. To be honest, we've had some trouble. What kind of trouble? Well, we received a communique from the Airship Corporation. Looks like the ship will be arriving a few hours late. What? Okay, just what's going on here? More Sky Bandit trouble. Well, something like that anyway. Seems to me the terrorists staged an ambush to disrupt the Queen's birthday celebration.
All ships are grounded at port while the military conducts inspections. That would mean they're probably looking for the professor's group. Which means that the ship that's bound for Grand Cell is being held up in Rouen. Apparently a military guard ship is coming here from Leiston Fortress instead. I get it. But if that's the case, you're going to be extremely busy soon, aren't you? No kidding. Got to explain the situation to the customers. Which means that you two have a good chunk of time to kill. Just thought of something. If you want to wait at the Bracer Guild, I can get in touch with you there. Okay. Thank you very much. Well, this thing's like a last year's diapers. The military's coming here. I know they'll want to check out the Leibniz. Better have a talk with the factory chief. Yeah, if they check up on what happened yesterday, that won't be good. Be careful, whatever you do. Haha, I ain't so senile that I need a couple of punk kids telling me what to be careful. Take it easy, you two. Punk kids! Joshua, this doesn't look so hot. Yeah, this could put the airliner in danger. We've got time, so maybe we should take the highway. Oh man, it's been so long since I last got to ride on an airship too. This is all your fault, Colonel Richard. Well, try to look at it as an opportunity, an ongoing opportunity to advance your training. So I guess we need to cancel our reservations at the reception desk. Okay, so this is the point. Hey, it's you! Told you before, I don't know when the ship's leaving. You just wait at the Bracer Guild. Actually, there's been a slight change in plan. I apologize for the timing, but can we still cancel? Sure, that's no problem. As long as it's before your flight arrives in port, there's no cancellation fee. You just need to get your tickets back. Great, here you go. Boarding pass times 2. Hey, that's a military patrol vessel. It's here early. Well, gotta go, bye. Thank you for your help. No worries, come back and see us again sometime. Shit, it's the fuzz. Gotta get out of here. Well, things are certainly bustling around here. First, I believe I shall go see the factory chief. I have to admire the colonel for planning all of this. Run! Okay, Hart. Anytime you want to go back to normal running speed would be just fine. If we waste any more time here, those intelligence division people will catch up with us. We should head to town while we have time. Okay. We take the east road to get to Grand Cell, right? Right. The Sanctum Gate is to the north along the Ritter roadway. Pass through the gate, and you're right by Grand Cell. Okay, well. Time to go in the exact opposite direction, which they'll never suspect. How could they possibly suspect that would be so foolish as to head all the way to the left, basically to the last region we went to? Man. Like, I will say that is the funny thing, where, like, time doesn't really have a meaning until the story makes it have meaning. Like, canonically, apparently, this walk would take hours, given the distance between the two regions. However, I'm able to do it with no time really, mattering. I took a little. Okay. Next, don't see many travelers. When everything goes to Grand Cell, do you take in the sights? Yeah, this should be good. Okay, talk to NPC Orta. Private Orta. Where the hell are you, Private Orta? Cromwell, probably director to start obtaining clearance for people who pass there. I get the feeling it won't be exactly appreciated. Clients, damn, all the times Newar's come down. How come we've been told about the inspection being called off from the beginning? Are you Orta? Huh. We're getting new orders, then the troublemaker upstairs is still at it. Who are you? Order. Here's the best things. We keep them for a while, but hardly anyone comes to claim them. I'm just about to toss this book in the trash. Oh, you want it? Promise not to let my CEO hear about it. Be in some serious trouble if we found out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Hey, Fontano, how's it going, my man? Dab, dab, dab. You know what I realized? I realized I don't think I ever showed the picture that, that the dab thing was based off of. Yeah, so let me put that. Chilling on mobile. Nice. This picture. Yeah, I'm, let me Trying this dumb thing called being smart. Well, how's it being smart? Yeah, but here's the inspiration for the Laura Dab emote. What up, yo? Noble Highness Laura in the house. We gonna get along like two yeets and a dab. Know what I'm saying? I thought this would be a good opportunity to use the youthful slang you taught me, but it seems to have gone rather poorly. Yeets. She's even more sheltered than I expected. Not streaming when tired. Yeah, that is a generally good thing to do. But yeah, that is the picture that inspired me commissioning specifically the Laura Dab emote. Because even they recognize that it would be rather odd for Laura to be any kind of hip. Because Laura's characterization in Cold Steel 1 and 2, as far as I remember, is I am serious sword girl, all about honor, who is very serious, and if I touch any technology that is not my battle orbment, it breaks. And that is it. And then there we go. I hope if she ever comes back in any of like the future games, like in like post Reverie, post Kura no Kiseki, she comes back and she just has like a dog like Sif from Dark Souls. She's just like, yeah, I found this wolf, so I trained it how to use a big sword. Or better yet, have it be like, I don't read One Piece, or I don't read it anymore. I fell off of it after the Skypiea arc, or not after, right before they met Brook, that arc. But I know that post time skip, Zoro's training arc is literally him fighting against monkeys that also fought against Mihawk, but he beat them up so hard they got really strong. I'm like, that would be cool if just like through osmosis Laura somehow taught a wolf how to use a sword. Like that would be cool. Okay, so Ritter's Sanctum Gate got the thing. Now we can go up. Or we have already new swords and they just became besties. That would also be cool. One Piece is my jam. Yeah, I think what's gonna finally happen, like, so I find that with like those super long running ones, I can only get myself around to reading them when they're either like really close to finished or done, or there's just something that draws me in super hard. Like seeing 1,000 chapters and you're just like, that is so daunting to read. Like, I would be able to start pretty late in because I've already read all the way up to a few hundred chapters in, but it's still like, I'm still not even like halfway through, I don't think. But yeah, like reading like JoJo's, currently I'm getting through JoJolion, because JoJolion ended, so now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna finish it. And other ones, I would say I started reading Berserk after it ended, quote unquote ended. Rest in peace. But I think I got caught up before like the 4 or 5 chapters behind like the most recent one was when I kind of caught up whenever that was, and then I just read it whenever it came out. But yeah, like long running ones are just like, they're ones that I just feel like they're so long I might as well wait until they're done, because if I'm gonna have to binge it anyway, might as well binge it to completion instead of binge it to a weekly format. So this is the Sanctum Gate. Looks a lot like the Garoon Gate back in Roland. Well, both gates cut through the same wall. Annenberg Wall completely surrounds the Grand Cell region. It was built almost 1,000 years ago, but it's solid enough that it held off the Imperial forces. Sure looks like it'd take more than a few guns to knock it down. Still, it looks like a tourist attraction. Wonder if you could climb up to the top and check out the view. So you're planning to get up there and sprint all along the walls, are you? I didn't say that. I was just thinking that, you know, it'd be nice for us to have a nice, quiet lunch together. Just the, two of us. Speaking of reading, I was just stopping in before sleep. Stares at Hunter x Hunter. Yeah. I also read Hunter x Hunter. I read it up through essentially the Dark Continent arc. I basically stopped as they were going into it because I was like, this is basically the end. I'm not confident in the completion of the Dark Continent arc, and honestly, like, the end of the Chimera arc was a pretty damn good stopping point. Reminds me, I gotta watch Diamond is Unbreakable. I really like Diamond is Unbreakable. I feel like, I think it should be obvious, but Josuke Higashikata is my personal favorite JoJo, other than Young Joseph. I left off on the Chimera arc. Yeah. People always say, like, oh yeah, Hunter x Hunter is like one of the greats, and I can see why. But as I was reading through it and stuff, I was just like, this is just a good one. Like, I wouldn't, like, there's nothing that really hit for me that I'm like, oh, this is amazing. And I'm just like, okay, it is. People are always like, but the Chimera Ant-Arc, and I'm just like, yeah, but that's just like, what if every enemy you guys fought was just Cell from DBZ? That's it. What if everyone was that? Okay. But yeah, it was good. I liked it while I read it, but it didn't leave like such strong impressions. It wouldn't be one that I would, like, it's not one that hit me so hard that I would suggest reading it. Or even like, I'd be like, you have to. I would just be like, yeah, it's good. Give it a try. And just kind of leave it at that. And I feel like the reason for that is like, the main character really has to carry it for me to carry, or for me to care about it. Like, let's take this game. Estelle and Joshua are a great pair of main characters. They are the main characters for Trails in the Sky. And they're really good characters that I care about and think are interesting on their own. Hunter x Hunter, Gon as a main character, is not interesting. He is actually rather boring due to the absolute lack of development he gets in terms of emotional maturity or even like mindset. Like, it's almost kind of like Goku in DBZ. But most people give Goku a pass for some reason. Where the only development that the character really gets is in terms of battle ability, right? They only get stronger. I'm on the Sky Island arc in One Piece now. The name Skypiea. Yep, that's the Sky Island arc. It's a good arc, but it's like like when the only growth a character has is battle, it's combat related. I'm just like, that's kind of boring. Like, you didn't mature. Like, okay, you just went Super Saiyan. Oh, you went Super Saiyan 2. Oh, you went Ultra Instinct, and it's like, sure, it's cool and hype at the moment, but it's like, okay, but your mentality hasn't changed. And that's the kind of that's why it's kind of like bland. Meanwhile, other characters, other anime, it's just like, okay, when it goes hand in hand with their development, it's like, oh, that's cool. Like, one manga that I would highly suggest reading is Vinland Saga. It is a really, really good manga. And also Berserk, if you haven't read it. Both really good. Where there is just such a large amount of character development. Yeah, Vinland Saga! And like, they're just such good ones. They're towers of character development, and how it's almost the exact opposite, where like they might not necessarily get stronger because they're already really strong, but their mindset changes, and that in turn leads to
different story progression than otherwise would happen, because they look at things differently than they previously did. So that was my that was my weeb talk. Now back to JRPG. Oh wait. But hey, look at Estelle trying to put the smooth moves on Joshua. Okay. I seem to have a bad tendency to talk so long my controller's like, well, I can just take a rest. Right? You're not going to get back to this anytime soon. Just talk about whatever. Huh? Isn't that what we always do anyway? Never mind. Let's just get the paperwork done and move on to Cranston. Okay, maybe it's just me. But are you mad about something? It's just you. It's just you. I'm just mad about you. Let's just go in and forget this whole conversation. Girls can be so difficult. Yeah, but Joshua, don't you remember you were a pretty girl? Were you difficult? Probably. It's crazy thing, I'm in the final chapter and I'm only level 24. Like, I really appreciate that, because it leaves so much to grow in the future games without, like, it being ridiculous. Like, in Cold Steel 1, you end the game at, like, about 50, 60, around there, and start the next game at, like, 60. But these guys are at, like, level 20. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, yeah, here we go. Fear data. Yeah, you're only like level 39 when you finish the game. Or at least Neko Dave was on one of his New Game Plus ones. And I'm like, like, so does that mean, like, our level is consistent throughout the world? That somehow Reen and Co. were stronger than Estelle and Joshua at the end of their respective games? Because I don't believe so. I guess maybe if you're looking at it purely from damage levels, but they are also assisted by very much upgraded orbments. So I would be remiss to think that. Hello, welcome to the Sanctum Gate. I need you to fill out some paperwork before we can let you go on to the capital. Fill out papers. Okay, can you give us the paperwork? Thank you. Please sign here. Estelle and Joshua filled out the paperwork. It was with you kids these days. You brave or you just crazy? You on some kind of hiking date on the highway? What? A date? It's nothing like that. We're brother and sister. Funny, you don't look like siblings, but you do have the same last name, I guess. Okay, you're ready to go. Estelle, you seem very preoccupied all of a sudden. Are you okay? Do you want to stop and rest? No, I'm fine. Let's just get to the capital. If you're sure. Well, if you two aren't on a date, are you going to see the martial arts competition? Martial arts competition? Wrong again. There's an annual martial arts competition held in the Royal Grand Arena. It was originally only for the Royal Guardsmen elite, but now it's open to any willing fighter. I believe the preliminaries are starting this afternoon. Oh, that sounds like fun. That's definitely right up your alley, Estelle. The Queen will be there in person, so the admission fees are being discounted. If I weren't working, I'd be there by myself by now. Sorry to hear that. Of course, I'd rather be participating than watching. See if all this training's paid off yet or not. I can imagine. If they've already started the preliminaries, it'll be impossible for you to get in. Got a job to finish too, so don't forget. You'll just have to make do in the stands. Too bad. Sir? Dude, are we gonna get tournament arc? That's in every shonen anime. Is there something wrong? I don't mum on your chest. Didn't notice it because of your age, but are you two bracers? That's right. Is there a problem? No, not a problem, exactly. Jeez, never thought. Soldier, are you loitering while you're on duty? Sir, is there a problem here? Well, sir, it's just that these two, they're racers, sir. Racers, huh? You two. I'd like a few minutes of your time, if that's all right. You do need to head to the capital. Is that so? The capital. That's the nature of your business in the capital. What? Well, we've got a job
What kind of job? Professor, no. I mean, how do I put this? I'm sorry, but we have an official guild contract. Our business with our client is a private matter.
Sounds suspicious to me. I'm afraid you're gonna have to explain yourselves.
Look, I don't see what the big problem is.
Well, we received information from military high command. Royal Guardsmen have revolted against the Queen and are staging terrorist attacks. It seems that some of these terrorists may have disguised themselves as bracers. So we're under orders to detain anyone claiming to be a bracer pending investigation.
Wait, what? What?
That's enough, soldier! We're sorry, but we're under strict orders. Until we can confirm your identification, you're to remain here at saying time.
You can't be serious. Why did... Ah, there you are! Oh, hello. Huh? Why, I've been waiting for you! If you've finished your paperwork, let's get going! What? I apologize, Professor. Seems we've had a small snag that might delay our departure somewhat.
Just a moment here. Who are...
Let me introduce myself. I'm Specialist of Archaeology, Professor Alba. I'm from Northumbria State and am here in Liberal for investigative research.
We processed this man's verification.
Saved by the nice professor. Yep, the nice professor. Absolutely benevolent professor. Totally nice. Nothing wrong. You know, those characters that never open their eyes. Always good. Always on your side. Cough, cough. Cough, cough. Yes, sir. His passport checks out, and the Grand Cell History Museum will vouch for him as well.
I see. And everything appears to check out. I apologize for the delay, Professor Alba. So, what relationship do you have with these two?
They're bracers. They've saved my life quite a number of times, so I decided to have them accompany me to the capital. Isn't that correct, Joshua? Stale? Yes, that's it. All right.
Well, it seems you have enough proof of your identity. I apologize to you both for the misunderstanding.
No, it's not a problem. We know how hard it is to have strict protocols. No hard feelings at all. Yeah, fuck the man at the top, right? Yeah, let's get out of here. Water.
Ugh.
My throat. I swear, I'm gonna get wrinkles if there are any more surprises. I mean, you start playing along so fast with the professor. I had forgotten our assignment for a second. Hardly. I'd hoped you'd catch on a little bit quicker, though. Excuse me for the poor performance, Mr. Silvertongue. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Northumbria where Sarah is from? Or is that a different place? No, it is. Northumbria is the place that was hit by the salt pail. And led to the Northern Jaegers being a thing. And Sarah's from there. Neko Dave, you're the local Kiseki nut. You're the Kiseki Wikipedia of all the people that I know. I believe that's correct. Correct. Oh, excuse me. Not always can just lie with such a straight face. What was that? Never mind. Sorry to surprise you. Yeah. Okay. Good. Just seemed you two are in some trouble, so I spoke up. Try not have. Oh no, we're definitely in some trouble back there. Salt. Shh. Thank you, Professor Alba. We appreciate your help. No way of returning the favor. Still, though, what was that argument all about anyway? Heard something about some terrorist attack? Seems there's a gang of criminals out there who've been causing trouble with disguised as normal citizens. And the two of us were suspected of being in said gang. Yeah, can you believe that? I swear, every single person in the military has such a massive stick up there. I see. Very troubling indeed. The situation and the imagery. By the way, how did the incident of the Cornelia Tower wound up getting complicated? How did it turn out for you? Well, there are a few loose ends, but for the most part, we managed to get things done. I expected you to do well. I could tell you had the beginnings of great bracers in you from the moment we met. I'm happy to see I was right. We don't deserve that. We still got a lot to learn. We're still in training, as it is. But, Professor, what brings you to a place like this? Naturally, I'm on my way to the capital. I was originally going to take a ship, but I found myself short of funds. Oh well, archaeologists need to exercise too, so the walk should do me good. You don't have to beat yourself up like that. But still, you sure are poor. We scholars of the humanities all have financial issues.
Especially archaeology. Any money I go straight to the next excavation. That's too bad. We sure were lucky running into you back there. You want to come along with us to the capital? In just a moment, Estelle. I'm sure the professor is very busy with his own. I'd love to! The road to the capital can be dangerous, so having you two nearby would be a relief. Not that it's all that far to the capital, anyway. If you don't mind, then we would be honored. It's settled, then. Let's get going. Hello there, maid. Tammy, that Sanders cuts the tab of anyone who enjoys their meal. I'm worried if the store is making any profits at all. Oh, so it's a store? It's not just like military? Pot-o meat! Oh. I was hoping I could get some pot-o meat. I want some pot-o meat, man. Hey, how's it going? Talk. Talia, one of the things about this place is you end up hearing all the social gossip. All that talk of terrorist attacks can get really scary sometimes. Yeah, okay.
So, before going to sing time, after passing, sing time gate, all the things. Okay, right now I'm just checking southeast to Grand South, blah blah, after one blah blah, all the way across, okay, blah blah, blah blah blah. Okay, so there are no, so there are, so there are no hidden quests in the final chapter, or at least in this section of the final chapter, which is awesome.
Really love that. That's always a nice thing. No, I've already been up here plenty of times. Sup? Oh, how are you doing? You're on your way to capital. The stairs could be hiding anywhere. Be careful. Around here, there are just soldiers, so you should be safe. But, yeah, I'm not sure if anyone, well, actually, I think it was Tay who said they saw my post on Twitter. So, recently I've been watching, Evangelion, Neon Genesis. I'm sure that was kind of inferred. Holy shit. Oh, wow, you go fast. But it was a really good show. I posted my thoughts on the base show. I watched it using my VPN to watch it on Japanese Netflix. That way the ending credits song would still be Fly Me to the Moon. Because that's a really good song. And it is kind of the show in terms of thematics. That show's a trip. That show is a trip. And just so anyone knows, the generally accepted, like, best way, quote-unquote best way to watch it is you watch the base show, episodes 1 through 24, and don't watch 25, 26. Then, after 24, you watch a hour-and-a-half movie titled The End of Evangelion, which was made after the show ended because a whole bunch of people disliked the last two episodes because it was weird. And it was weird, but I think thematically, like, it kind of carried through and made sense and gave a bit of closure to Shinji in particular. But it was still a very weird one. I posted my thoughts there, and then after you do End of Evangelion, then you go watch the remakes as well. So I watched all 26 episodes of the show, and it was not weird at all, at least. Yeah. I'm not sure I believe you. Not sure I believe you. Because there's one particular scene involving Shinji in a hospital bed. Not Shinji in a hospital bed, Shinji and a hospital bed that might be occupied by a different person that I don't quite remember seeing in the show, which leads me to believe that a certain event happens in that in End of Evangelion, which to pull from one of the dubs, it's pretty fucked up. But yeah, so I'm thinking tomorrow. One of the things I'm going to do is watch the End of Evangelion before I get on to the movies. But additionally, what I plan to do tomorrow is today. What I did
was I went to GameStop because I had a whole bunch of store credit. And additionally, I also I traded back my Cold Steel 3 and Cold Steel 4 PS4 copies because I have Cold Steel 3 on PC and I'm going to be getting Cold Steel 4 on PC. And I still have the save data on my PS5. That way, if there's any carry forward bonuses to Reverie, I'll still get them if I get it on PS4 or 5. Not sure if I will at that point because it'll be coming out on PC and then at the same time. But I picked up Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. And I'm not streaming this, but I am going to play it tomorrow. And that will just be a fun thing I do. Because it's been a while since I've just sat down and played a game for myself. Mostly because I haven't had any games that I really want to do that with. Haven't really felt the want to do it. Because I got plenty of games in my Steam library, but some of them I'm like, well, I'm going to be streaming this one, or I'm going to be streaming this one, or I played through enough of it for me to not want to have to restart. But I also know that if I go back into where I am currently, I won't be at the skill level I need to be to progress. Which is unfortunate. Hey, you there! What's up? Huh? Looks like an army unit. No tourists allowed at the Urbe Royal Villa. Did you not see the ordinance that was just posted all over the city streets? Huh? Actually, we're not citizens of Gransal. We just recently came here by way of the Singtime Gate. Travelers, hey! I don't believe anyone would want to walk on the highways with terrorist activity going on. Talk about reckless. Setting aside the terrorist discussion for a second. What's the Urbe Royal Villa? It's a small palace to the east, where the royal family resides. I was given to understand that the townsfolk often went there to relax. Sorry, but it's off limits for right now. The army's using it as a base of operations for investigating the terrorist activities. You don't say. Roads nearby aren't off limits, but I suggest you keep away, just to make sure no one mistakes you for one of the bad guys. Well, that's certainly grim. Personally, being told not to go somewhere just makes me want to go and see what all the fuss is about. What do you say? Want to go poke around and see what we can see? I'm not that curious. Or, it's not that I'm not curious. We did just get that warning, so I think it's best to hold off. It may actually be terrorists, like the soldier said. Well, I think the intelligence division is just using the Royal Guardsmen as bracers as scapegoats. Estelle! You really need to not say things like that out loud. Someone overhears you, and we're apt to get caught up in it. Yeah, you're right. What? Intelligence what now? Let's see. Sorry, it's nothing. Anyway, let's head on to the city. Oh, alright. You kids are no fun. Urbe Scenic Route, Grand Cell City. Yeah, let's... Preemptive attack. No, you don't like fire.
Alright, we're good to go.
Go, gotta get some kills, gotta get some CPs. Attack. Get some CPs, maybe get some good XP. I'm not sure if this will level out. Yep, another bot!
Let's move
Uh,
out.
okay, 250 for the most part, 250 XP. That's not bad. Urbe Scenic Route, Herb Royal Villa. Oh, it's a fish. Sharkadile. A ravenous pelagic monster has a tendency to call for backup if it is wounded. Well, time to wound it a lot.
We're good to go.
Good to go. No, they're back. Yep. They never go away. Merely stop for a moment. There's an old cerulean stone monument. Probably have to come back here at some point. Burb. It's a burb. Look at this burb. A Primera. Monster that reflects arts with a shell covered in its head can paralyze an opponent.
Attack after. You done?
We're good to go.
You done, stupid idiot, charging up an attack while I'm beating on you. Oh, hey, it's a chest. Oh, I saw that it was a special chest only after I was in the process of opening it. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, so let's do this. Let's use all the CP that I just got and try to fix this issue. No. Okay, well it took one of them out, so that's good. I was worried about them really getting me. There we go. Good. Feels like the delay after using a S-Craft isn't too bad in this game.
We rule.
It doesn't seem too mean. Found shield 3. Okay. There's no inside it reads sucker. Aw, that's mean. Why would you say something so mean? That hurts my feelings. Oh, it's a shining palm. Well, oop. Okay, so let's eat something that increases my strength. I want to use a really good one. Let's do that.
Go.
I'll do that, just heal her back up. Be good, took that and that, so let's see if I can kill this in one turn. Ooh, didn't. Yep, that's not gonna work. Oh yeah, these things can only be hurt by... That's good, damn it.
We're good to go.
Sucks. Oh well. Literally told us not to come this way. But, let us... I really want to kill that thing. Or at least get one of them. So let us come down here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I can also help myself by getting a preemptive attack on it as well. Ooh, 50% strength up. Yep, gonna take that. That. Black Fang. Okay. D52. There we go. Shiny, shiny. Yep. There we go.
Piece of cake.
32. Good. Their levels. Yep. Sucks that Estelle's S-Craft is still just single target, but it has its uses. It's definitely more boss-oriented. It's not for crowd control purposes. Over Million Stone Monument. Okay, let's let's get some CP. I don't want to keep using all my jelly beans. Which is why I'm going to do this instead. There we go.
We're good to go.
Yeah, we're good to go. Good to go, Johnny Young Bosch. Yep, there we go. Heart. What can I plop up there? Art lightning. That's a line. Oh, interesting. Still not gonna really use it, but interesting. That thing reflects crafts. Let's do that. Art or craft. God damn it. Dick. Please. There we go. Okay, and then this thing is fainted. Good. Okay, nice. Took damage in terms of HP, but actually left that fight with more CP than I went in. Defense 3, nice. You have gone over your limit for this chest, Dev Team. Aw. Nice. Chest messages are so fun. Especially with how unneeded they are. But yeah, let's come over here. Yeah, because he has defense 2. So I'll come down here. Block defense 3 on him. Now he has even more defense. That's good. Okay, let's head down. Just doing all like the side exploration, trying to get all the chests before I go into the city. How is there not something? From I'm standing at Great Spacesuits Ambrel Monument. God damn this place. You know, I'm just gonna go back to the town because this is good. Like that. This is a longer path than I was expecting, and I'm gonna have to come this way anyway. So might as well just go to where I need to. Did not actually mean to encounter the Shining Palm. Okay. The Songtime Gate, Grand South City.
Gate. Okay. So, Garoon Gate, Southern Border Wall, 4, reach Kansas City, talk to Private Selborn.
Okay. So let's go to Garoon Gate. Oh, goddamn that thing. Urban Scenic Route. Is this like a circular area? Nope, running away. Did too much damage to him on a first turn. Like, does this merge down with the bottom one? Like, do these go to the same place? Yeah. It does. Well, since I'm already here... Oh, Virulent Monument. Okay. I'm not gonna go there because I'm going to explore there anyway. On Deathblow too, okay. What more do you want from me? Blood? I'm not gonna explore there because I'm gonna have to go there anyway. Insert go to that place because the game says I can. You know what? Might as well check down here and see what that's. Okay, so this is just a blocked off path. Okay. That's for second chapter, probably. Every game needs chest messages. Yeah, that would be something I would like to see come back. But the only way I really see that coming back is if Falcom adds it in like the Japanese release, because NIS seems to be a bit more of a to the books kind of strict edition. Now, I'm not sure if they're gonna have chest messages because, as far as I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, Neko Dave, but in the Crossbell Geofront translation, they added chest messages, yes?
Private Selborn.
Baracco. Not many travelers head. Turn off the entire loop. Saw strange girl with glasses on the loop earlier. Stole Green Gate. Checkpoint. Okay. This guy Crossbell has separate string for each chest message. Each chest could have a unique text. Yeah. Okay. But I'm guessing that's not the case in future ones, not close to. They all share the same string. Ah, okay. So that explains it. But Crossbell, did the Geofront patch have chest messages? Because basically, the way that I see NIS, they're a bit more by the books. They use more literal translations and everything. So I guess it's impossible. Yeah, they would have to purposely add in the text themselves. Yeah, Geofront patch add them. So there might be chest messages in the official localization there because they're already in. I guess they've already, like, if they use that stuff, then it could potentially be in, just to keep with the spirit of the patch, which seems to be in favor of doing. But it's mostly that historically NIS is just kind of a by the books, use pretty literal translations, use like what's in the game is in the game, don't necessarily add anything more than what is already there kind of deal. Which is why it seems a bit more likely that they wouldn't be in there going forward, even if the option was available. So essentially it would have to be put in on Falcom's end in the Japanese release. And as you said, they had individual strings, so they could add those in freely. However, they would have to essentially add in extra strings in the future releases to make that fun thing possible. And whether or not that would actually be worth the effort on their end is up for debate. Good remain all the way up here. I'll give you this as a souvenir. Don't mind that as a hand-me-down from me. Chapter 9. Here's the size of this place. Patrolling is one of the biggest challenges. Since all the tourists are concentrated in the Royal City at the moment, this place is a bit more relaxed, but it's one of the terrorists who are among the tourists. We don't know really where or not. It's a little scary. Book. It's a book. It's a book. It's a book. Look at this book. Look at this photograph. Estelle's hair has more animation than some of the characters in than some of the characters in Cold Steel, which is funny to think about. Alright, right, so clear today I can see the Crone Range across the lake, and the center of Liberal Kingdom assists Valeria Lake, surrounding the mountains and sea, which make for an outstanding view wherever you look. But don't go too far out to sea. Don't want to get lost. If it's possible. If possible, do not get lost at sea. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. So, did that. There we go.
Liberal news, City Grand Cell Sundries, Grand Cell Landing Port. Didn't see.
Okay. That's during a quest. So let's head back. Man, they just have monsters out in like the courtyard outside the city. These guys, like, the soldiers suck here. These lamps suck so much balls. Wow, this city's freaking huge! Dad used to take me here a long time ago, but was it really this big then? Well, it is the biggest city in the kingdom. Grand Cell's Castle just past the main road. That's where the Queen lives. There's also the Grand Cell Cathedral, Grand Arena, and all the embassies for the surrounding nations. Huh, you don't say. Sure know a lot about this city. You must have been here before, right? Yes, when I was little. Why? No matter how many times I see it, this city still amazes me with its beauty. Purely in terms of scale, I believe the Imperial and Republican capitals are larger. Neither feels as elegant and refined as Grand Cell does. I'm glad to hear it. It's nice to hear a foreigner complimenting your home country. Which reminds me, what do you plan to do now, Professor? You're going to be okay with staying in a hotel? I have something else in mind. I intend to go bug the folks at the History Museum. Oh, cool. Grand Cell has one of those? They find ancient artifacts and put them on display there. Yes, and I'll be staying there as a guest associate member. You two should stop by to visit if you get the chance. Museums are awfully formal for my tastes. If you do come by, are you going to give us a bunch of lessons? If that is your wish, then I shall certainly do my best. Just kidding, though I do think that checking out all the exhibits would be fun. Now, if you'll excuse me... Well, he's just as happy-go-lucky as ever. What's this guest associate thing, though? Is he a famous scholar or something? Yes, most likely. Now, we should probably stop at the local guild branch before we do anything else. Not only do we need to change our branch affiliation, but we can discuss there to approach delivering the professor's message. Yeah, you're right. Thinking about it, how are we even going to get an audience with Her Majesty anyway? There's no way that we'll be able to. That would be as simple as just walking up to the castle and saying hi. Drop by. Give me this gorgeous crepe. 700 HP, that's pretty good. Royal crepe. Give me this royal crepe. Shop by. Ooh. See, it's funny seeing the ones where it's just like, oh, I already have it, but I just haven't eaten it, so I haven't learned the recipe. Hey kids, you know, I ever want people to get your seats. Hey, where's my ticket? Dad, Troy! As this is the first time in Grand Cell, the city is split into 4 districts or blocks. In the South Block, you'll find the Bracer Guild as well as a variety of shops. The North Block is the Royal Hotel, the biggest in the country. Just beyond it, farther north, is the castle itself. The West Block is the Grand Cathedral, as well as the main offices of the Liberal News. And over in the East Block are all the embassies, the arenas, and all the general goods stores for the city. Yes, indeed. How convenient. Give me your candy. It's Grand Cell's main avenue. Walk this road every day. Popcorn? God, this looks bad. It's just completely and totally busted. I'm gonna have to fix that for you. Wingard Orbital Factory. Sup, brah? Dude, brah? What you got, brah? Ooh, you just sell defense 3s. You know what? That might be worth it later. HP 3. Might want one. Might want to get an extra one of those. Freeze. 0. Confuse. A3 and P1. Action 3. I don't think I have one of those. I'm trying to get to that 300 or 3,000 for each Sepith thing, so I need a whole lot of that kind of Sepith, so I don't want to buy it right now. EP Cut 3. Do I still have EP Cut on him? No, I don't. That might be worth it. Just seeing those... Ooh, but it costs 800 of that thing anyway. So that's not. I can definitely see why they implemented the crafting system for all the quartz and stuff in Gold Steel. Not sure if it's present in Robo Factory, third floor is where we handle our repairs and maintenance works. Not sure if it's present in the Crossbell games, but I can definitely see why they implemented it that way. Not everything is just straight up coming from your Sepith pool. You can at least kind of recycle Sepith that you're not using instead of only being able to kind of sell it from Mira. Wise arms and gods. Buy our arms that guard your body. Yeah, Schneiders. Yeah, I'll buy some Schneiders. Composites. Yeah, buy a couple of those. Equip. Tavian staff. Use a battle staff. Shield coat. Composites. Demi-handers to Schneiders, metal to shield, craft composites, good. Who are you? Bracers! Welcome to the shop. Please have a look around. Is that to announce to everyone in the shop that there are bracers? You should be careful, because I could murderize you. Welcome! I'm not very good at talking with customers. I generally let my wife handle that part of the job. I'm a shy man. I'm a shy boy. But I get it. Talking to customers, not my favorite part of my job either. Fisherman's Guild. Sup? Welcome, friends of the Fisherman's Guild. Oh wow, there's a guild for you guys? Indeed there is. We get giant fish in the waters around these parts. We call them guardians. They wriggle and they dive all through the waters of Limbo. It's our job, nay, our sacred duty, to find these elusive Piscine giants and best them in a battle of lures, reels, and wits. LRW for short. So, you guys like fishing then? For me, fishing's alright, I guess. You all seem very, dedicated to your hobby. We fulfill our existence by traveling the width and breadth of Liberal and snatching marine life from every corner of it. We spread the joys of fishing, hold introductory seminars, and sell our handmade gear. We've even begun lobbying the Queen to create a fund to help protect our fishing locations. Oh, you guys are really into this. Like, scary into it. True Society of Fishermen. You guys are actually pretty impressive. Would you like to join us? It's a small examination, but otherwise it's just a matter of adding your names to our roster in permanent ink. Thanks, it really does sound fun, but we've kind of got things to do right now. Just things. Shame. With the eyes of master anglers. I guess you could say I can see it in the angles of your retinas. If you change your heart, please come back anytime. Always ready and eager for new recruits. Guessing that's going to be a quest. Or a second chapter thing. Because I will say, that is one of the odd things that I'd say about this game. That there's only one fishing place. It was that one place in like chapter 1 or 2. Welcome to the Fisherman's Guild. Oh, hey. What's wrong? I know you two. You're the bracers I met at Lake Bowes, right? Oh yeah, you're the one who told us about the Sky Bandits. So you do remember. Welcome to the Fisherman's Guild. And I think about you did mention the Fisherman's Guild when we spoke with you before. This is our main headquarters. Come on in, take a load off, sit back, relax, and enjoy the opulence of fish and brine. Brine. Our president, Mr. Fisher, is a consummate professional, and the rest of us would kill for that last name. He's the one who founded our organization to preserve our methods for future fishermen. We call him Fishing Baron. So many of us would kill for the last name Fisher. It's such a good name for what we like to do. If only I were a policeman with the name Do Crimes. Fishing is serious business in trails. It is, and Denise. May fortune smile upon you. With everyone together, I think we may just succeed. Now you've got it. Or Lake Lord, yeah. I am Lord Lake Lord!
If you're participating, I expect nothing less than everything you've got. Right, we can't let those army goons beat us!
Now then, ought to get going soon. Sup?
Pardon the intrusion. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua... Oh, Karna! Wow, fancy meeting you here.
Ah, yes. We met once during the whole Sky Bandit incident.
And you were the rookies with Shara, right? Long time no see. What brings you all to Grand Cell?
I'll field that one. They have to hurry or else they'll be late.
Oops, you're right. Sorry, you two. We'll talk later.
We've got to get going.
See you later, rookies.
Pardon me?
Must be so awesome to be a full-fledged bracer. Indeed, you look pretty tough. You were talking about something when we came in. Was that what I think it was?
Indeed so. While leaving to participate in the big fighting tournament, the martial arts competition. Don't tell anyone, but I hear that there's a weird green guy who's participating who can use the special beam cannon.
Whoa. Sorry, I'm Estelle Bright, currently of the Zeiss branch. And I'm Joshua Bright, of the same affiliation.
I'm Elden. I'm with the Grand Cell branch. Miss Killica got in touch with me and informed me that you two would be coming soon. Could I get you to go ahead and change your affiliation now?
Certainly.
Estelle and Joshua signed the assignment change forms. Excellent! I bid you welcome to the Grand Cell branch of the Bracer Guild. Personally, I've been looking quite forward to your arrival. You're the children of Cassius, are you not?
Yes. I suppose you know him?
Oh yes, I'm ever in his debt.
Is it true he set out on a journey from which he has not yet returned?
Yeah. He hasn't been home in quite some time. He did write us a letter,
but he failed to mention where he was or what he was doing. We've traveled ever from Roland to Zeiss, but we've heard no news of his whereabouts.
Which I suppose makes it unlikely that he's still in the country. It's a pity. The Army's current counterterrorism activities made it difficult for us to do our jobs. A former soldier like Cassius among us had hoped it might smooth things over. Is something wrong?
Well, actually, we know what's going on behind the scenes with all that.
Eh?
Let's tell you everything that happened with the incident in Zeiss.
Estelle and Joshua explained what they had learned in the Lake Fortress, as well as Professor Elsa's request.
What? What's wrong?
Nothing. It's all just a lot to take in. So Colonel Richard is actually in control of the Royal Army. And the counter-terrorism is just a big farce put on by the Intelligence Division Special Forces. That's a little difficult to believe, but it's true.
Talk with Killica at the Zeiss branch, and she'll confirm our story.
It's alright. It's not that I don't believe you. On the contrary, a few pieces of the puzzle have just fallen into place, as it were. However, Colonel Richard is an extremely popular man in this city. Though it pains me to say so, I've been sympathetic to him all this time. The citizens would never dreamed that the Colonel could be involved in any sort of conspiracy.
I figured as much. The Intelligence Division has played everyone for fools.
The Bracer Guild cannot directly interfere with military matters, but neither can we simply stand back and watch. First of all, did you accept the Professor's request?
Absolutely. The question is, how do we get an audience with Her Majesty?
That is an issue. Ordinarily, a guild letter alone would be enough to get you in.
What? Really? No way! No need to worry then! Estelle, I don't really think it's going to be quite that simple. No matter how you look at it, the royal guards there are supposed to be protecting the castle are being treated as terrorists. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I think it means that castle security won't be as tight, the Queen is in danger, the letter will just get crumpled up. The Queen is in danger, I'm guessing?
Seems likely. What I was getting at is that the Colonel probably has a strong hold on Grand Cell Castle as he did on Lacey Fortress. Please tell me I didn't just mess anything up. Damn it! Gotta go.
Gonna have to go back. You know, I'm just gonna skip past all this dialogue, and because I have to reload in here anyway. Because that was actually a thing. Because of course it was. That was a thing. Okay, blip, 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 blip.
And this is why turbo mode is great. I like how General Morgan is Japanese and is in Japanese as Morgan Shogun.
Is that the word for general? Or is that just the or is that just his name in the Japanese one? Or do they say that in the dub?
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Morgan Shogun.
Larry just get crumpled up. Okay, so there we go.
So yeah, I have to be careful to do the main quest things, right?
That's the most likely outcome, yes. Odds are that the Colonel has a strong hold on Grancell Castle as he did on Leiston Fortress.
I guess so.
In other words, there's no simple way we're going to get in touch with Her Majesty. We could possibly sneak in, like we did at Leiston Fortress. I doubt they'd be so foolish as to fall for the same trick twice.
Well, in that case, why don't we just try going like normal and see what happens? If we play our cards right, we might be able to get some useful info out of the Gatekeeper.
Fine by me, but just one piece of advice. Keep the fact that we want to see the Queen to yourself. If Colonel Richard gets wind of it, it's likely to cause us no end of trouble.
Oh, okay. I believe it would be a good idea to keep this whole matter under wraps for the time being. We must gather more intel. Just so you know, the Royal Castle is just off the main street, directly to the north. Go ahead and see and get what information you can, but use the utmost caution.
You bet, Mr. Allenan. We'll let you know if we find anything.
There are no requests. Bullshit! You're telling me there's no requests? I come in here and I'm gonna call some bull honk on that. Bull honk of the highest order! That's East Block. And this is the inn. Boobiles! Easter Boobiles! Somehow the act of eating it fired off long hidden neurons in the brain, teaching you the recipe for boobiles. That, Why that one got such a very specific learn the recipe kind of thing, I don't know. The ultimate cocktail crammed with condensed food extracts. Cures all abnormal status. I'll buy 10 of those. And Mayor is Chocho, which sounds like Jojo when they say it. Chocho! Which is amusing. Jojo! I'll also buy 10 of you. Because 800 HP is pretty good haul. Can't believe the Royal Guardsmen are terrorists. Each one of them that comes in here is an upstanding young man. It's gotta be some kind of mistake. It is. The guard is under magnifying glass right now, and with all those allegations of terrorist involvement, first the Sky Band boat, and the corrupt Mayor Ruan, and now that business with the Orbo blackout in his ass. It sure seems a lot like it's been going down these days. Yeah. Man, look at these fans. We don't see fans very often, I don't think, in Cold Steel. Easter Boobiles. Ah. Look at me, I'm breaking in your house. She isn't nagging me while I do her cleaning.
Blue.
There we go. East Block. North Block. Landing Port.
Okay, so where do I need to go wrong now? I need to go there. East Block, Sunbury's Corner. So during the quest of that, go to Ralph the Parked Airship. Okay. Big fan of the chess game.
Yeah. Dude, chess games are great. Like there's something so special about having a game series that is all interconnected between all the games with like a shared universe and shared like historical events and stuff. Because like not that it's rare to have it, but it's rare to have it to such a large degree, right? Like having so many entries in a game with okay, 96 is the slowly but surely working through all of Neko Dave's money. Firefly Fungus. There you go. They're not big enough people to talk about and play. Yeah, I think that was honestly one of the benefits of moving to NIS, because they were able to shill the hell out of it because they just have a bigger budget than Exceed probably would have to get it known. But it's just like it's so rare to have a game that has like
like the Sky Trilogy is already a trilogy. Most game series don't get past 2 or 3. And ones that do usually aren't like the only ones that I can think of off the top of my head are like Halo, and like that doesn't have nearly the amount of just like pure writing that goes into it. Like, now that's not to say Halo isn't a good game. I haven't really played any Halo games, but what I do know of their story is that it's just kind of like the one story. Any NPC that isn't story relevant is not exactly fleshed out, and if the universe is fleshed out, it's not in the games. It's everywhere else, essentially. Whereas this game, like the Trails games, take care to flesh out everything that they need to flesh out in their games, like in gameplay or in cutscenes. Like, the game is as involved as you want to make it involved, which is a great thing. But even going through a baseline, they put in a general amount of proper world building so that you're never lost if you don't do something. Right? Like they take special care to, mention the other countries in cutscenes. That way, when the countries come into play, while you may not have read the books and know everything about them, you still know that they existed. And they do the same with people and like technology and companies. Where it's just like, oh yeah, they mentioned the Rhineford company in a cutscene. Or I believe they did, at least. And it's like, oh, and then when you get to Cold Steel, hey, it's the Rhineford. Her name's Elisa Rhineford. I know that name. And it's like, okay, cool. But if you want to know more about it, you can probably find a book somewhere that, gives you the information. And having that kind of, like, honest, as far, like, necessary world building to have... Because I feel like some of the most shoehorned in world building is when you start a game, or you start a sequel, and then they have to just give you a long narrative about the setting that you're being placed into. And it's like, that's not... Like, it's world building, but it's not good. It's not, like, highly competent world building. It is, okay, you just had this setting in your mind that you wanted us to play in, and that's what this is. That's what you're doing right now. You're just making the setting and trying to pose it as world building. And I'd say that really comes across a lot in other JRPGs, especially if it's like not even a sequel, if it's like the first game, where like the first 30 minutes will just straight up be like, okay, here's the world, here's how systems work, here's how you relate to all of this, here's why you're special. Here's all these people. Like, they'll just shovel it in right at the start. Whereas this game, it's like, oh no, we're kind of... Here's your plot armor, sir, basically. Whereas this game, it's a bit more... I won't say lackadaisical, but it goes a bit slower. Right? Where it feeds you in with really interesting cutscenes and characters. Where, like, the first cutscene in the game is literally... Man, I'm eating this dinner alone. Where's Dad? Honey, I'm home, and here's your brother! He's like an abandoned puppy. And like, they don't talk about where he came from, they don't talk about who the guy is, they don't talk about shit. It's just like, here's people interacting in this world without putting out plot. They put out plot, but without putting out baseless, pointless at the time world building information. Also, the best thing JRPG list is that Tales is at number 7, Trails is at 24, which is interesting. Tales makes sense, because the thing about Trails, Trails World is built with care. It is. The thing about Trails is, it is daunting. We talked earlier about
like One Piece. How I'm gonna wait until it's done to jump in. It's daunting to be like, look at all these games that I quote-unquote need to play to have a full, like, comprehension of the world and story. And they're, what, 11 games and counting? 3 in... no, there's a big spider over there. I'm gonna have to get that. 3 in Sky, 2 in Crossbell, 4 in Erebonia, Reverie, and they're just releasing Kuro this month. That's 11 games. That, you know, if someone was like, oh, dude, what's this game? Trails of Darkness or whatever, wherever Kuro's gonna be translated to. It's like, oh, what's this? Oh, interesting. Oh, it's part of a series. What, like 1, 2 games before? Oh. 10? There's 10 games? And they're all JRPGs? They're, like, one of them isn't like a side-scrolling shooter? Something short? No, oh, they're all like 50-hour minimum. Oh, okay. So basically, you're asking me to invest the amount of time it would take to get a associate's degree to catch up with the game series. Okay. And then Tales is a lot more episodic in nature. Yeah, there are some that are like, oh, this is a direct sequel, or this is a direct prequel, or whatever. But each game can basically be taken on its own and played. At which point, the through lines of like, oh, this is this series' gimmick of where Tales, it's a lot of the gimmick is the using the weapons enough times to get the permanent passive ability, / like, oh yeah, we have all these like kooky interactions between our characters if you go back to certain areas and check those out. That's Tales' big draw. So while Trails is more carefully built and more interesting in a grand scheme kind of way, it's a lot harder to market. Which is why I think with every game or every new arc that they put out, they say, hey, this is like, yeah, there's all those other games, but you can start here. Like, you can start here if you want to jump on and see if you like it. Which, with Cold Steel 3, it felt a little bit forced. Where that was one of the big things that they were marketing in the US, where it's like, yeah, you can just jump on with 3 and see if you like it, basically. And it's like, well, kinda. It is set up pretty well for it, because they introduce, because I don't think this is spoiler, because this is all stuff that you can just kind of tell from the front box. It's like, oh, okay, Rena's older now, and oh, here's a new cast of characters, and this is, so like, you're like, well, Rena's still the main character, like, you're kind of seeing it from a younger perspective, and you have to explain everything to them. So you basically have to catch them and the audience up on a lot of events that happened in the previous games and other things. So it's like, okay, you can jump on here and you won't be too out of it. There might be some people that you don't know, or some characters that were in past games that are in this one that you might be like, hey! But if you haven't played the other ones, you're more like, oh, who are they? Like that kind of deal. But you could technically jump on there. But I would say the best point to jump on any of them is start with the first game of any of the arcs, essentially. Because I feel like that's where, because I mean, I'm coming from the stance of I jumped in at Cold Steel 1, so, and I loved it fine. And going back, I'm appreciating it more. But I was still able to understand just about everything. So, it's really just heavily that. Additionally, you also have to remember who makes each game. Where Neon Falcom, while being one of like the most critically acclaimed and like highly influential developers, like their games, one of their older games actually influenced Legend of Zelda, like the OG Legend of Zelda game. Like it influenced them into making that. So it's like they're very well, they're critically acclaimed, but they're not a massive company. Whereas Tales, correct me if I'm wrong, is made by Bandai Namco. They're made by Bamco, which has money out the wazoo. Another. This one's Pog. Dude, Poggers. Dude, this Pogbot. So it's like, yeah, they have different marketing teams as well. So, like, just in terms of the size. So that's Grand Cell Castle. Let's get back to this. It's gorgeous. Because it really is fit for a queen. It's not just pretty, it's also really solidly built. For instance, look at the main gate. Yeah, I don't think getting through there would be an easy task. Which means, I guess we'll have to talk to those soldiers there. Well, steal your nerves and let's give it a shot. Okay, we're just country folk, here on vacation and checking out the castle. We just thought we'd try and catch a glimpse of Her Majesty since we're here. Does that sound okay to you? You know, you're disturbingly good at coming up with that kind of stuff. Not that doesn't come in handy, but still. I'll take that as a compliment. Okay, now smile and act natural. Are you gonna cover up your bracer pins? Hello there. I don't know, I'm giving her a southern accent. A lot of Trail's uniqueness is because it started on PC, which had a different audience to consoles. Yes. And I believe the president currently came on, or became president around, like, the end of the third, Sky the Third or something. And he saw that basically the PC market, like, to grow their customer base, their fandom, they had to switch to consoles, which is why the crossbow games were on PSP. And then on, PS3 and PS4. So, also having that, like, switching consoles doesn't help them either. Whereas the other ones are kind of just all on one, and then they'll get ported to PC. Older audience and one more used to a lot of dialogue due to a visual. Yeah, a lot of dialogue in the Trails games. And I do feel like in recent years there has been just so much more push towards like non-turn-based combat, where like people are like it feels like to a large degree people are like turning their nose up at turn-based combat as though it is somehow lesser. Like, oh, Pokemon. And it's like, no, it's not. Like, I like having turn-based combat because it gives me time to think. Okay? I don't have to like, I can think about my moves. I remember seeing CS4 on Switch and I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, that was a port. Because they released on PS4, and then when it came over to the West, NIS released on PC and Switch pretty close together. I think it was like a month apart for them. Good afternoon. Welcome to Grand Cell Castle. Please state your business. Oh, we're just here from Roland. We're taking in the sights, you might say. We were wondering if there was any chance we might get a tour of the castle. I get it. Sorry, but access to the castle is restricted to authorized personnel only. Security's been tighter, along with the terrorism scares. Once the terrorists are caught, doors will probably open up again. Really? Dang. And there goes my dream of seeing the Queen in real life. Well, not necessarily. She always addresses the people from her terrace during the birthday celebration. You could see her then. Fair warning, though, Her Majesty hasn't been in the best of health these days. I don't know if she'll be able to manage her traditional greeting. Huh? Her Majesty is ill? Yes, here's because of stress. Maybe from the shock of learning the Royal Guardsmen were involved in a terrorist plot. She hasn't been seen much lately. I believe she's resting in her private quarters. Oh. Damn the Guardsmen. How could they just turn traitor like that? Never did those damned elitist jerks anyway. But Lieutenant Schwartz was always so kind and considerate to everyone. She even taught us court etiquette and how to wield a sword. It's just hard for me to picture someone like that as a terrorist. Of course it's hard. She probably left because she felt responsible for men's actions. Poor Lieutenant Schwartz. You don't suppose these two had a little crush on the lieutenant, do you? Yeah, it seems so. Anyway, yes, the castle is off limits. Sorry, but you can't go inside. Well, I guess that's that. I'm just a tad bit worried. If Her Majesty is taken sick, who's seeing to her daily affairs with running the country?
This is certainly a natural enough concern. For now, there's someone acting as a proxy on paper. How's that work? Literally, on paper. I can't picture someone like him ever actually making any real government decisions. Hey, watch what you say. I'll admit, I would have thought that the duty would fall to the princess. You tell me to watch what I say. What's that? Oops, speak of the devil.
You double gates. I've never been so insulted. The tournament should have already begun and I'm not there. Philip, why didn't you wake me sooner? This is all your fault.
I'm terribly sorry, Your Grace, but I was merely trying to look after your mental well-being. For the last few days, you've been in the banquet hall drinking and singing, consuming exclusively beer and donuts while reading your morning comics.
So they have comics here. Good, good. So there's the potential that One Piece exists in the Trails universe.
I feel that it should come as no surprise that you overslept.
Silence, Philip! I am not in the mood to listen to your chastisements. As the future king, I can do what I want, whenever I want. Bah, time is short. Come on, we must hurry to the grand arena.
See you later, fuckwit.
By any chance was that?
We know. Don't even say it. That was His Grace, the Duke, acting proxy for Her Majesty.
Wow, suddenly I fear for the entire country. Well, don't worry too much. He has a very reliable assistant.
God damn it. Okay, I think my controller's actually running out of battery at this point. A dress and a chest and a rise, and they called it a One Piece. And I was like, I found it! Nami, put it on!
And it's thanks to him that we haven't had any major incidents lately.
Yeah, I can't. I'm really excited to upgrade my PC so I can play Arise. So that. Look forward to an Arise playthrough in possibly January or February of next year. I could always get it for the PS5 and stream it there, but I'm not sure if I will. Okay, so I definitely think my controller's starting to die. So let me do something real quick. There we go. Okay. Don't need you. Let's put you in. Yeah. Oh. It is 10:08, so I'll probably be ending the stream soon, but do want to at least
Do tell. Colonel Richard of the Royal Intelligence Army Division. Since the Duke is more of a playboy sort, the Colonel handles all the government affairs. I knew it.
You guys are still getting audio, right, in terms of music? It looks like you are, but because I plugged it in, for some reason it messed with the audio.
I knew it. Pressing harder into the core of the kingdom than I expected. So, try not to let this whole thing get you down. Grandsel's got plenty of other famous places you can check out. Yeah, you're in the Royal City after all. Just go at your own pace. You're right. We will. Thank you both for your kindness. Well, that was informative. Can't believe that the Duke is supposed to be acting on behalf of the Queen, though. Real power's probably in the hands of Colonel Richard. What's more, no one around him has any clue he's the one pulling all the strings. Being able to control the flow of information must be an extremely useful tool. We're not supposed to envy the enemy. Anyway, it looks like the Duke is going to do that fighting tournament. Can we go too? Yeah. If nothing else, we need to keep an eye on what he's up to. That settles it then. Which way is it to the Grand Arena? I believe it's in the East Block. So back to the main road, then east.
Okay. So what quest am I on right now? To Queen Alicia. Okay, so let's hurry to the... there. Okay, so East Block. So they said it was... Okay, and then the Grand Arena is over here. Alright, this is where they said the Grand Arena was. Okay. So I'm actually going to... So I've been at this for almost 3.5 hours. So I'm going to actually save here and end the stream. Because I think this is a good stopping point. Queen Alicia, she's currently issued. Discussing with them. Sneak to grandson features back in. Okay, yep. That's its own thing. So let's exit. Turn to title. So standard thing. On Monday, I'm going to be back to streaming, and it will be Bug Fables. So that will be fun. Continuing with that, with my boy Kabu, V, and Leaf. So that will be a fun time. But regardless, thank you all for joining me today for a very nice, albeit delayed, Trails in the Sky stream. So thank you, Neko Dave. Thank you, Tay. Thank you, Fontano. And, I feel bad. Thank you, Dargan. That's it. Dargan joined in. Thank you all for joining me. And have a good one. So I hope you all have a very nice night and will enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.